to nearly avoiding disaster. The Magic Podcasters, the Magic Podcasters, the Magic Podcasters, the Magic Podcasters. Experience the excitement of an enticing tale woven by heroic squad. Adventures and endeavors await you inside, so come see them ride. The Magic Podcasters. Far from home, together they face the unknown. They fight and they dance along the Milwaukee Expanse. So gather your dice and your maps and your friends, and all your imagination comprehend. To nearly avoiding disaster, the Magic Podcasters, the Magic Podcasters, the Magic Podcasters, the Magic Podcasters. Experience the excitement of an enticing tale woven by heroic squad. Adventures and endeavors await you inside, so come see them ride. The Magic Pod.
Hello everyone, welcome to episode 3 of our Pathfinder campaign. Last where we left off, actually that's we have announcements first actually. So we think our next segment, Dungeons, Dating, and Dragons, is possibly set for next Monday. We're waiting back on some scheduling things, but that looks like our best date to launch that. We will also be looking for any artists that want to do character designs. Over the next couple months, one of our goals is to get character designs for each campaign that we are doing. And that way you all will have a visual representation. You will all have a visual representation of the characters if you're ever tired of looking at our faces. So that's great. That's all the announcements we have. we don't have sponsors or anything yet. If anybody wants to sponsor us, hit up the DMs on our Instagram. Make sure to follow our Instagram for latest updates as we keep introducing everyone involved in our team, which is everyone you see on screen right now except for Paul. And with that, we will jump into it. Last where we left off, the party, the morning after an ambush occurred, started investigating the remains as well as looking for clues to the cause of the attack. Two of the party members, Daxorian and Anthrel, split off to investigate where the raptor that was released during the beginning of the ambush ran to. They were able to find it in a barn, and without risking more damage to property or people, they struck it down before it escaped into the fields.
Just kill the fuck out of it.
The rest of the party visited Bimio's Bargains to pick up some goods and started heading towards Miss Felgrin after Louise came and spoke to them and warned them of what she saw during the conflict. That is where we pick up. I don't know which one it is. That's where we start.
Pick up. That's where we start. We're just gonna get into it, you know.
That's where we're gonna pick up.
Roll initiative. Punch this asshole in the face.
Yes. What?
We all reconvened.
Yes. So after slaying the raptor, Daxorian and Anthrel, you were able to see Svai, Vesta, and Neziam, as well as Aramaya, catching up to the group as you all start walking towards the farming fields towards the southeast, where you were
And
with Felgrin.
Spy interrogated like the hell out of us.
Yep.
Yeah,
I wanted to make sure that you're on the up and up. Like you guys showed up just out of nowhere. I just want to make sure that you're trustworthy at all, you know?
Yeah, because
No,
Spy is trustworthy.
I have been here.
I
You
have
have not.
ein eye on the streets and zwei eye on the sheet.
But you pick up. It is about mid, just a little bit after noon. The sun is piercing through the sky. There are very little clouds in the sky, as you see dozens of people at work cultivating the fields, planting, watering. The fields are in a variety of stages of the farming process. And you all make your way about 200 yards into the fields, where you see a woman standing, kind of panting her breath, talking to two human men, and you hear just the ending of their conversation. Well, if we can't do it, then we're gonna need someone else.
Do I recognize any of these people?
Make a recall knowledge.
Recall knowledge. Based on intelligence?
Yes.
Okay.
First roll at
So
a night,
whopping
baby.
7.
They're faces of the crowds you've been walking through, but
Okay.
nothing, no social interactions between you and the two others.
Okay.
As you all are approaching, Miss Felgrin, she stands up. She says, "Hello, are you here to work?"
No, actually. We're here for a Miss Felgrin.
Sorry.
Yes. Hello. Now's not a bad time, is it?
Who are you?
Apologies. I'm Neziam Gabriosi. I'm a visitor from the capital. And
Oh.
these are my colleagues. We're a bunch of concerned citizens. And we're trying to get down to the bottom of what happened yesterday.
Oh, yeah. I heard. That was pretty.
Sorry, that was my neck.
But we're actually in the middle of our work. If you're not here to help, I could maybe speak to you tomorrow or in the evening after we're all done.
Well, it's rather urgent. I won't take any of your time. At most 5 minutes.
How about
We
Could I-
We could help. What if we help? What if we all help and we just talk and help at the same time?
that'd be wonderful.
That's two birds with one
I
stone.
was thinking
Talk and work.
we could work and talk.
Don't know about you, but I think.
What is the
we work-
nature of this work?
We're just trying to clear out some of the fields so they can start cultivating it and breaking the ground. Except there's a couple trunks still left from the lumber jobs.
How much is there to be done?
How much talking do you have to do?
We only have a few questions to
That's a
ask.
fair statement.
There's only a few trunks to be removed.
Stay away of the trunks.
And you seemed like a very strong man. What was your name again? Svi?
My name is Zwei.
Zai. Okay. I've seen you around.
You are Miss Felgrin.
Yeah. That's.
I am told you have correlation with woman named Gwen.
How about we get to those trunks before? I think everyone knows Gwen. They're just right over here, if you don't mind.
Fine.
So you all walk about 50 yards deeper into the grass, and you come across a trunk. The first trunk, it seems old. It's dampened wood, but it was previously cut down, and the trunk was just kind of left there. you see two ropes have been tied onto it. That's as we were trying to pull it out, but I'm not exactly a physical specimen, and neither are those two. If you guys, if some of you could pull this out, I can talk to whoever wants to talk.
Yes, well, I hold up my wrists. I'm the speaker, of course.
I just look at Daxori and then like start walking to the trunk.
Okay.
If you could, please.
Yeah, I walk with him to yeah, if he needs help. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
I just sit down and start reading my formula book because I am not capable
just
of
walks up and
such strength.
sits on the tree stump. It's the only seat available.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone's just like,
It's just real page turner.
Everybody looks at the both of us and they're like, well,
no. Hey, Mr. Saltine.
Okay, so both of you roll a athletics check for me, please.
athletics.
While they're doing this, who wants to ask a question? Yes, just speak. Yeah.
Well, the most pressing question I have to ask is about Miss Gwen. From what I've been told, up until a month ago, she's been a completely different person. Someone who helps with the children and such. But lately she's been, well, to put it succinctly, a shambling corpse.
And you're asking?
I'm asking if there's any sort of things you've noticed about her that we haven't, perhaps
I only
places she's gone to.
I only arrived about a month ago, so I don't know many people here, and I interact with much fewer. I like to keep to myself.
I see. And have the locals been following suit, or have they been giving you issue?
What did you get on the strength rolls or the athletic checks?
I got a 24.
Okay.
I got a 17.
All right.
Ooh.
What was the question again, Neziam?
Shit. Have the locals been treating you with the same regard?
You know, they're friendly folk. They respect my privacy, I think, but it's not like they shun me in any way, which is nice. And at that moment, you hear the as the roots start unearthing, and Daxorian and Svi, each with their own rope, just heave, and then finally, you have successfully unearthed the trunk. Its roots just fly. Everyone gets kind of speckled with dirt as it just goes.
Fuck!
Oh, that was wonderful. Thank you. I would, if you think you have enough left in the tank, there's another trunk just near over here.
May I ask a question?
Sure, let's talk on the way.
How many questions does each trunk earn?
Well, that was pretty easy work for you, but I still don't understand how many questions you have. I'll answer as many as you have. But
And if we
might
work
work.
too fast, do we run out of time to ask questions?
no, then we could just stop working and talk.
Fine. And I move over to the second trunk.
All right. You walk through the tall grass. It is a little bit muddier as you're getting through, and there's the occasional like. You have the slap the bugs out. Nothing too annoying. And as you're getting, closer, you see the tree before you. unlike the previous one, this one's more rotted. There's moss grown on it. The wood is varying colors of this deep brown, and then there's also red, like as you walk up. Well, I guess how do you want to handle this one? There's no ropes attached, and right now you're about 20 feet away.
I mean, I'd like to inspect it a little bit first. It looks like, since it's starting to rot, maybe there's stuff living in there that might be dangerous. I want to sort of check it out and see if it's safe to just start working at.
All right, do you want to do perception, or do you want to get like closer and do like? Is there an investigate in the character sheets, or if I've been listening to too much critical role?
No, that's critical roll, buddy.
No.
Sorry.
All right,
Yeah.
Just perception.
Think it's
perception
just
checks
perception.
only. Perception
Yep.
checks only here. All right, make a perception check or a nature check.
I got a 12 on perception.
Okay. So from your eyes, yeah, there's definitely like insects have definitely made their way into this bark. You see some bees, you see some worms in the mud, you see some tiny holes of what creatures Spy can only imagine. So it might be a little sticky, might be a little gross, but it's nothing too dangerous from your eye.
I want to take out my sword and start hacking at it.
Okay. You take out your sword. You walk up the rest of the way.
I'm just watching them.
All right. So Spy's the only one. Everyone else is 20 feet back. Spy walks up. How would you? Yeah. What are you doing, bud?
I'm sort of like, I want to like dig it up with my sword without having to like touch it myself, because I'm gonna get covered in who knows what. I'm gonna get some kind of fucking poison. I don't know. This is Pathfinder 2e. This shit is wretched.
Oh, not all of this is plague stone, but I get you.
So yeah, would I roll an attack? What do you think?
Are you trying to strike the wood, or are you just trying to like really dig your blade in and use it almost like a shovel?
I think more the latter. And then if that doesn't work, I would break it up a little bit with the sword.
Okay, so you can start shoving the sword in there and taking some mud out. You do one, it sinks in, and you lift it up, and right about as you get it at waist level, you hear zzz, 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 as it starts with one, becomes dozens, and maybe even 100. You see bees just fly out from underneath the mud, and the mud you're holding, you see them crawl out of the tiny holes. Roll for initiative, and also
Fucking do it. At least I already got my sword in my hand. Perception initiative.
Yep.
It's a 14.
All right.
So B number 89 goes first.
All right. You're first.
I'm first.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna yell out to everyone, "There are bees!" and then start swinging at him with my big sword.
Bees! Ew, bees!
Should I just roll to hit?
Yep. You roll a hit. Trying to
9 plus 7, 16?
16. That will.
Yeah.
I believe hit. If this would just load, that'd be wonderful. Oh, that's so fucked up. It just took me to the bestiary book.
No, we need the bees, Thierry.
Shut your.
It's gonna be one of those nights.
Just some bees, please. What do you want on your cheeseburger?
Yeah. All right. That hits.
Okay.
I miss this.
7 plus 4 damage, 11 damage.
All right. So you swing it through, and as you're going to go slash, you see the bees just kind of go around your blade. You do manage to cut and squish some, but it doesn't do as much damage as you hoped it would.
That makes sense because it's a sword against bees.
Can I?
And so I'm going to start running away from the bees.
Are you running
little
towards
bit.
us?
I'm
No,
running towards
no, no.
Nexorian.
They're all next
Okay,
to each
he's
other.
protected
I now
by
look
armor.
panicked.
It's fine. Cover your face, Nexorian. I say as I hide behind Anthoril.
Is Miss
Oh.
Felgrin still
Yeah.
here?
Yeah, I'm running. I am running.
Well,
Oh,
only
this is
Spy rolled for initiative. So Spy, what you did was strike with your first. Well, you would have to drop the mud and like really equip your sword with the first action, which is fine.
Okay.
Strike. And then your third action is to run away. Use your full stride movement.
Yeah, I'll use that and head over to Daxorian so that I can like regroup and have some like ally in this struggle against Mother Nature.
Okay.
You're just bringing the bees to him.
Bees are gonna go where the bees are gonna go, you know. And
you
so
guys
if
are
I can
all-
have some help, it'd be great. If they want to go after me, that's fine.
You were all standing next to each other, correct?
Well, we
Blech.
were for the first trunk, but the second trunk, I just like stood back and.
Oh no, I'm talking about everyone.
I was.
I think we were scattered,
I was
right?
near Nezion.
I'm not here.
Arthurel was.
No, I did include you in this, Jeremiah. I said you were back up with the group.
But how? Ooh, that's not. Oh, this is gonna be a.
Sorry, love.
How? How?
I imagine that you were just walking and saw each other getting out of the Toad Pigeon Inn.
This is gonna be an interesting fight.
She's not talking about the bees.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot about that.
Just send a message to Facebook.
As I'm running over to Daxorian, I say they are impervious to giant great sword.
Oh, what the fuck is
All right.
this? Really?
All right. So okay, we'll backtrack. Jeremiah is not there yet. I will introduce her later, because that's
G-quit.
totally valid. Okay, so Spy walks towards Daxorian, and the rest of the group is kind of spaced out a little bit, but not much. You guys are a little clustered together.
Anthoril was sitting on the tree trunk, and I think Nazi. I know I followed Nazi.
This is like 100 yards later.
Okay,
This is the second trunk.
but did he come with us? Or is he still
Anthorel, did you
reading?
follow or did you keep reading?
Oh, I kept reading. Are you kidding me?
All right.
So you just got flipped off with the trunk?
All right, so you're no. After the trunk was removed, he went and he probably used it. I was saying that as a joke before. I guess I gotta stop joking.
Yeah.
DM.
God.
I'm having fun.
You need, if
You're
gonna
not
joke, you gotta
supposed
say
to have
Kappa.
fun. You're supposed to DM, goddammit.
Uncle's fun is reading.
Well, Anthorel's not there and Jeremiah is not there, but the rest of you with Miss Felgrin are there right now. So
I mean,
Spy
I'm there.
runs
I'm
back.
in the area, but
You're like 100 yards away now if you didn't follow.
okay. All right.
I will be clear about this in the future.
Am I able to see everything go down though?
If you look up after Spy screens, there are bees. You would see basically the tops of shoulders over the grass that you're sitting.
Okay. All right.
But so Spy runs back, and the wasps, the hundreds of echoing, buzzing, follows with their first action.
Wait, they're wasps now?
Uh,
I thought there were bees.
can you really tell the difference?
What is scarier?
You want to roll a
Depends
nature
When you're
check?
getting stung to death, I don't think you open up the book of like etymology, the
Fuck this.
entomology fucking.
Spy didn't roll a nature check.
Yeah. There's something that stings. I can call them bees. Who cares?
That's all he do.
Yeah.
The difference between a bee and a wasp is that bees die when they sting you.
Well, these bees are going to die regardless.
Sure.
I guess we're gonna find out.
Hopefully we
Man,
don't get
if
stung.
Anthro is here, he might be able to do something.
Man, I mean, I might head over.
He might be able to use his book for bludgeoning damage.
Give me more credit.
So, anyone that is near Svi, as he approaches, so Daxorian, and there's 4 others of you, and I roll a d4, see if anyone else is encompassed in the swarm. Everyone is encompassed in the swarm as I roll a 4. So everyone... I need everyone to roll a reflex save.
What save?
Reflex.
Reflex. Okay.
Fucking.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Indeed.
What did you get, Svi?
10.
10? Okay. Daxorian?
Yep.
20, but not in that 20.
All right. Nezion?
1 second. That's natural 18, which is good. 1 second.
I got him rolling
Reflex 18. My reflex is a +6.
Okay.
So 18, 9, so like 24.
24. What'd you get, Pesta?
15.
15, and Miss Felgrin rolled a 3. So
Hope she's not allergic to bees.
everyone takes 6 piercing damage except Nezion and Daxorian. You guys take 3.
Okay.
Shit.
The what Dax might have thought were bees upon originally, as you guys are closing, you see the true stinger sticking out, the size a little bit bigger. There's no fur on the skin. It's just like this hardened shell, almost like, insect armor. But it darkens your vision as all of them are hitting the light going through your eyes, and then you start feeling stings all around your body, just on your neck, on your arms, hands.
Ow.
Oh, not like this.
Ow.
Well,
Ow, ow, ow.
that's
Ow,
going to
ow.
make me feel a certain kind of way.
Shit.
Specifically angry.
Oh,
Now, based on your reflexes as the initiative, so
fuck.
Nezion, you jump in behind Svi. Robbie, you are after Nezion. Vesta, you are after Daxorian.
Okay.
Okay.
Svi, it is your turn again.
I go again. Well, that stinging made me very angry. So I'm in a rage.
All right.
And then I'm going to hit him with my big sword.
Roll to attack.
Yeah. 13 plus 7.
20.
It's a 20.
Nice. That'll hit.
Yeah. Sweet. And let's see. It's 14 damage.
Wow. Okay, so all of you see Svi getting stung, and at first you might think it might be an allergic reaction, because he just says, he smiles quickly as his body swells. Poof. It's almost
It's
like an
anaphylaxis.
instantaneous- it's just
It's
like
Anna for last kick.
do you have a pencil or something?
yeah. Fuck the viewers. We're writing that one down.
Oh god, okay, I found my just so underprepared and I didn't realize it. Just like little things I didn't make checks of. Wow. Oh, that was so funny though. Okay, so you did how much? 14 damage just now?
Yeah.
And you did 6 damage your first strike? Or 7?
I think I got 11 damage or something, and then you halved it probably because it sounds like you were like, it did less damage.
And it does do less damage than you thought.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just doing the actual math now.
Fuck you. Oh, I miss Dan. Dan, if you're watching the stream, I miss you, bro. We'll see you next week.
All right. So you swing through, and this time you feel yourself hit more resistance with your sword as it goes through, instead of just the like a couple going. It was a solid swat. Just you have one more attack.
I'm gonna use that one more attack.
All right.
Like punching through a
Roll to attack.
fucking jar
Alright.
of sprinkles.
It's a -5, right?
Correct.
So 16 plus 2 then would be 18.
That hits. Go ahead and roll.
Hell
Oh.
yeah! It's fucking. We just needed to have a real campaign for me to hit anything. 21 damage.
Fucking shit. Okay.
You just fucking obliterated the queen. Just absolutely. Your blade hit the queen, and she.
Oh shit, it's working.
So after the first
He's
swing,
actually.
you guys see the swarm get dented. You think like okay, we can actually do this. And then the second swing, you just see a third of the swarm in the sky, just in a moment, broadsided by the slashing. And you just see wings kind of fall to the ground in a large pile on the ground. The swarm is dwindling at this point.
And I'm having the time of my life.
Yeah. Fuck him up, spy.
I was born for this. They call me the Exterminator. Not the Terminator. That is already taken. I am the Exterminator.
Oh shit.
Okay, Nezion, it's your turn.
Oh, I got you, buddy. And I cast fucking Zappa Zoo. What the fuck is the spell?
Sounds
Give me,
about right.
That's your
Yeah.
roll component.
Come on, that's bullshit. Where are you? Come on. Yeah. I cast electric arc. It leaps from one target to another. So how does that work with a fuckload of bees? Is it just one big target?
Yeah, it's acting as a swarm. So the swarm is just one target.
All right. Hold on. I'm pulling a D4 out of my bag now.
Sweet.
Thank you, Gino.
It's at the bottom of the fucking bag. Okay, wait, I got it.
For all you podcast listeners.
All
Join us next week for more Pathfinder ASMR.
I can use the ASMR tag if we all switch to ASMR.
Oh boy.
I do 7 damage to the bees.
All right, is this splash? Does it have any splash or area damage, or it's just?
No, it's just a target.
Okay.
I believe so.
All right, just double checking. All right,
Range
so
30.
you quickly release the electric arc. All of you hear the as you see little bolts of lightning rather than the one large chunk burning through. It's almost like he's attacking and zapping little individual wasps as it's in the air. Just and you see again the already dwindling swarm fall down to just a few left. Neziam, you have one more action.
Let's see. One more action. All right, yeah. Just in case, I'm going to raise my shield. Mwah.
Okay. Daxorian, you're up.
All right. So, first action is to draw my scimitar.
All right.
Now I'm going to attack, but can I like spin my sword like a windmill? Like yeah, just like spinning rapidly like a windmill.
Like that.
Like
that's how you
fucking
want. That's how you want your
Kenshin
attack to
Himura?
look.
What's that?
That's how you want your attack to look. Is just the spindling, or are you trying to achieve something?
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, because I want to try to get as many as possible.
All right. Roll to attack.
Doing the revolver ocelot.
Thank
his
you.
sword.
I wanted to say that. I knew you would get it.
Or the Kenshin Himura.
That was thinking Kenshin. Yeah.
What is that? 21.
21 to hit. That hits.
All right, so let's roll for damage. I am the pain. 9 damage.
9 damage. All right. So as Daxorian starts just whipping his fucking scimitar around to create a helicopter effect, he kind of directs it in a couple different motions, and you hear. And after a moment, you stop your sword. Doesn't appear to be any more left in the air. Congratulations.
I think I got him, everyone. I got them all. You all
I
did
sheathe my
excellent
sword.
work. You did great.
I sheathe my sword and turn to Miss Felgrin, and I'm still like half raged. I'm still like coming out of it. This has earned at least 5 more questions. Yes.
Hmm?
This answer is satisfactory. I go back to the tree trunk.
Yeah, Miss Falcon just looks a little panicked, a little wasp, a little wasps, just a little lost. I need everyone to roll a fortitude save, please. Everyone that was stung.
Let's go pink. Let's go pink. Oh.
God.
Mike, did you roll a 1?
I sure did.
Oh.
I have a +7, so it's an 8. You know, I don't know if you do that or natural 1 and then lose 5% chance every time. You could do that.
I mean, no, it's a natural
Or
1.
I have an 8.
It's a natural 1.
It sure is. It sure is a natural 1, Josh.
Definitely gonna stay a natural 1.
Wait. I was letting my cat out of my room. What the fuck happened? What did you do?
I need everyone to roll a fortitude save. And Mike got a natural 1. Daxorian?
On what?
I got an 18.
18?
9.
9. Nezian? I rolled a natural 18 for Felgrin, so she's alright.
Ah! So that was a 12. 12 plus so 17.
17? Okay. So no one got a 21. Okay. Oh, wow. You all take 1 poison damage. Mike, you take... Wow. I rolled 2 nat 1s. That's so boring. You take 2 poison damage, and you are clumsy 2 for the next minute.
Okay.
Wait, so OOC.
So right now, the group, the wasps have settled, and you start feel this pulsing pain around your body. Just
Oh shit.
wherever you got bit, just starts surging in pain, and you look, and you can see the venom starting to spread throughout your body. Miss Felgrin appears to be okay. Her body either fought it off, or the venom just didn't. The stinger didn't stay long enough for the venom to get in her body. But the rest of you do feel like your muscles tightening a little bit, and you feel the pain.
Hey, what was in those stingers? Oh, this feels fucking amazing.
This is most fun I have had in months.
You
Oh, there.
are absolutely batshit crazy. This shit hurts. This hurts.
It hurts.
Yeah, I'm in some pain myself.
It's not fun.
Miss
Have you an
Felgrin.
appointment for this?
Is the pain supposed to be this intense? Because I don't think it's supposed to be this intense.
It might just be the venom.
Do you have anything to help it?
No.
Oh, Jesus.
So what the fuck no?
And you see her look around. D20, 18. Wow. Okay, she's rolling good. You see her kind of scavenge a bit. It takes her. She says, "Just give me a couple minutes." She
Take your
doesn't wander
time.
off. She doesn't wander off out of sight, but she does, go down and pick stuff up. She comes back and she's able to give you guys a little herbal medicine. You know, it's leaves that'll help take some of the pain away. You put this there, it'll extract the venom a little bit faster. And she does some patchwork medicine on you guys. It doesn't heal you any bit, but does just ease the pain as you're coming out of it. Daxorian, you are Anthrel. You have a
Yes.
few minutes. You just kind of see the group standing there rubbing, their bodies. They look a little discomforted from when you first saw them and started reading.
Do I, from where I am, can I see exactly am I aware of what just went down? Do I know if they're no?
Roll a perception.
Okay. Nope. That's a 10.
You heard a ruckus, but it was your favorite part of the page, so you didn't look up.
Okay. All right. But now I'm looking up, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna head over there, join the group. Oh my goodness! What happened?
Bees.
Nothing to concern yourself with.
There's a bunch of bees. in there.
Bees.
Oh dear.
Venomous bees. And now most of us are in
Thing is like
Abs-
this big. This big, man.
a loot.
That's like my face.
Pain.
It's the size of my face, mate. It's this big. It was so scary, but I fought them off. And the others also fought them off, but I did a lot of swiping and I got them. So.
It's true, and I have no feeling in my wrist anymore.
Thanks for the medicine, Miss Felgrin. I really like your hair.
Oh!
The only hair on her body right now is her blue eyebrows.
I like them.
Thank you.
They're really nice. Did you do them yourself, or did you just have blue hair when you were born?
This is something that is kind of regional. It's from my tribe, but also there's a few people outside of my tribe that have ventured, so it's more of just a trait.
Oh, that's really cool. Is it always blue, or is it other colors too?
Mine's always been blue.
Yeah, but is it other people have blue hair? Is it just you? Like, is it a trait? Is blue hair the trait, or is it just colourful hair? Like, is it rainbow? Like, is there green hair, or is
There
there?
Vesta.
there is all types of hair out there and hair color.
Vesta, I don't believe you can just ask people if their hair is why their hair is blue like that.
But what if I want to make it blue? Now I can't, because I know that her shade, that's just what she has, is blue hair. But that maybe I have a friend. and
These
that's
are
it.
not the important questions to be asking right now.
I did hear someone really liked your hair, and they said you had really long hair before, and I've got just short hair.
So at the mention of her previous look, you see just a little kind of shocked look go through her face, and she quickly swallows and answers. That was I just new beginnings.
I see.
But that was, I believe, 4 or 5 questions. Are there any more?
Yes. If you don't mind, could you walk us through your experience of yesterday? We're trying to get as many perspectives as possible to put together a bigger picture.
Well, I got up at my typical hour, which is to say early. Came to the fields, cropped and gardened, more yesterday than today. Went and joined the feast, the dinner at the house I'm staying in, and around that, the sunset, everyone went to meet in the town square, and I stayed inside. I didn't feel like going out last night. It's typically boring, but this I heard from my housemates everything that happened, and it sounded awful.
Mm-hmm. It was. We were there.
I'm sorry to hear that. Were you the people that that fought back.
Yes,
Yep.
to the best of our ability.
That's very nice. Thank on from behalf of Akamma, thank you.
Of course.
We should
Bye.
we should get
May
this
I-
one out of here before any more of the swarm comes back.
Yes, absolutely.
If it's dug into the mud, they might have tunnels. They might have multiple spots.
Indeed.
You are
Yeah.
changing subject.
My subject always been work, and you've asked a lot of questions in a row right now.
You have
No.
been identified as having dealt with woman named Gwen yesterday during attack. You deny this. You say you no leave house. This does not add up.
No, I was out of the house when I heard explosions. It sounded like lightning or fire, and there was also screams. So I left my house then, but I wasn't there before the attack or during. And I don't know exactly who it was who you're talking about, but there's a lot of people in this town. They could have just confused me.
She smelled of death. Does this narrow it down?
There is one person in particular that smells rather rancid. I don't know if I'd say like death, but
This is
No.
word that was used with me, and I am using with you.
okay. Can we get back to work, please? I've answered a fair amount of your questions for now.
Fine.
Are you sure you guys are okay to work still?
Yes,
think-
we'll live.
I think I should cut my losses. I do have a meeting I have to go to. So,
Yes. Daxorian, I was actually about to ask you about that.
yes.
What was her name again?
Her name was Lily.
Lily. Describe her for me.
Yes, well, she has tan skin, light brown hair, and she wore this green gown.
Green gown about yay high?
I would say about yay high. Yeah.
Yay-ish. Well,
Yay.
yay. Yes.
Yay.
While
Very
they're
well.
doing that back and forth, I'm gonna use some a medicine check. Spend 10 minutes just while they're fucking yay.
Okay. While you're
Right.
go ahead and roll a medicine check. Yeah, I mean,
Cool.
you have 10 minutes if they're just gonna go yeah. Is there anyone that would like to help try to remove the trunk?
I can try, but I'm not very strong. But I can try. Try to move it.
I'll help.
Try to move that.
I don't like just standing by, and you all helped with that wasp swarm, so it's the least I can do. Roll an athletics
Thank you.
check. I guess if you guys are gonna have the girls do it. Oh wow, holy shit. Miss Felgrin's rolling good.
17.
Anthrael just looks at his
You got a
biceps
17?
in
Natural,
shame.
Yeah, she got a natural 18.
I don't have any bonuses for athletics. But yeah,
So-
17.
Svi, as you're healing yourself, and Daxorian and Neziam, you're having a little back and forth trying to get to the bottom of who this woman is. And Anthrel, you just kind of slowly pick up your book again. And the two ladies walk up to the trunk, and she says, well, maybe if we grabbed from the
I
bottom
think,
a
yeah,
little
if you
bit.
lift it, it's like a hoist, but like from your knees, because
Yeah,
you don't
because
want to
where
hurt
he
your
put the
back.
blade in, it could have broken some of the roots there, so
Yeah,
that might
so
be the
it should
easiest
be a
part to
bit
pick it up.
easy now, because
Yeah.
just on 3 from the knees.
All right, 3,
2,
1,
and...
and like a bottle cap. This tree, upon just it actually moved quite easily. It seems like it was a little, because it was rotted, the wood actually broke apart in several spots, so it's not just one clean, just it's out. You start taking bits, and it takes roughly 15 minutes, enough time for Svi to get his healing check in, and Neziam and Daxorian to have awkward conversation. But yeah, successfully the second trunk is removed.
Oh, great! Yes. We got to the bottom of that like 14 minutes ago.
Yeah.
But yes, interesting you say that. The north side of town, you said, right?
That's
Yes.
that's where I stay. Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking to Miss Felgrin.
What?
I thought you were talking to Miss Felgrin. My bad. You were talking
You're
to
good. You're
Daxorian.
good. Okay.
Yes, I'm supposed to meet her on the north side of town. Yes.
I see. I was actually just curious. Well, now we've got 14 minutes to kill. Everyone seems to be preoccupied.
Wow.
Good talk.
And what did you roll for the medicine check, Mike?
A 9.
You do not heal yourself. And
I didn't.
It's tough.
I tried my
'cause
best.
You take some stingers out, but the venom's already in there. There's not bleeding. The pain's just internal at this point.
Yeah, and also numerical because I have less HP than I did before.
Yeah, and also literally.
Yeah, and but I'll get over it, I guess.
If you're all willing, there is just one last trunk, and I'll continue answering any more questions. Although I don't know if I'm helping much.
Please lead the way.
All right.
I mean, I'll help with the last trunk and then I'll go.
All right. So you guys walk. This one is about 300 yards away. This is the farthest point from town, of like really the plowed fields and the trees that were taken for lumber. You guys are just about. As you get to this point in the field, you see about half mile away. Some trees are starting to form. To the south lies, the Laughing Jungle, and you see, at that point you might take it as like the barrier entrance. But you see this hollow tree. This tree looks very similar to the previous one. The ground is not as muddy here. Insects are still bountiful. However, looking through the ground, you don't see any of the holes. You don't see any flying wasps or bees or insects that appear to be, taking refuge around the trunk. The trunk itself, it has a very clean cut top, and its wood is harder than the previous trunk. However, the moss has grown in one very distinct part of the tree, and it seems like the rest of the wood has just been left to nature. How would you like to go
What
about
side
it?
is the moss on?
The moss is on the side that is facing the east.
I'm gonna look to the east. Nothing there. Okay. Just might have been a puzzle. I don't know.
This the rest of the Daenerys.
Describe the moss.
Yeah, you just see some of the Daenerys. I mean, because compared to the first tree, where the moss was in separate parts, the moss seems just cluster grown on one part. You can make a perception check if you like, see what you see.
Yeah, I'll do that. 21.
21. Okay, so you look to the east, and nothing's really standing out to you. But as you get closer, it is weird to you that moss would grow in one area. So you get up closer a little to inspect it, and you touch the moss, and upon just grabbing kind of the tip of it, you see the rest of it. And you go to move the next hand. And you take it off, and it's almost like a patchwork moss blanket has been made. And you go to lift it off the tree, and you see the tree carved from the inside. As you're ripping off, you start hearing, and you tear off the rest of the moss, and you see a swarm of centipedes just encased in the bark, crawling all through and like kind of scraping the insides. And you also see
Here's what I'm gonna do.
you see something white underneath the centipedes.
Fuck.
I don't care what it is. I'm going to gently place the moss back. Going to turn around, walk very slowly to Anthrel, and tell him to set the trunk on fire.
Oh, that's a darn shame. I'm so sorry. I'm out of alchemist fire at the moment.
Good.
I see. You are too busy setting buildings on fire.
It's a little uncalled for.
Wait, mate, I've got flint and steel, and if we
Wait,
If
hold
we-
on.
if we
Miss
just
Felgrin,
put
is it safe to just burn a trunk?
I think so, because that's a fucking sin right there. That shouldn't be allowed.
What-
Shouldn't be allowed.
What did you see?
Yes, what?
A swarm of centipede, hideous,
Oh, no.
and
Oh.
white thing underneath. I do not know what it is. I do not care. We may as well burn down whole town at this rate. Throw out whole town, start over.
I would
agree.
like if we did not burn down whole town. Please.
We don't know how many more centipedes there are.
I think
Miss Felgrin.
Daxorian, you know what? I think that you have to make it to that meeting, but you know what? It's not safe to go alone. So I think I should escort you to your meeting. I think we should go, because I think you've got places to be, mate, and I wouldn't want you, this could be your soulmate. This could be your soulmate that you're meeting, and I think maybe we should go. We should.
Well, I don't think you should leave.
I don't know about that. I think maybe we should. I think maybe.
If there's
No,
if
we
there's
need to
swarm
solve
or
this
something,
issue.
You should. This is important land. Yeah, I'm with Neziam. This has to be done eventually.
Yes, I, 1, agree. 2, we have to solve this issue now before I close my eyes and go to sleep tonight, because I cannot and will not let those bastards infiltrate my nightmares. We must destroy them.
Nezium makes excellent point.
At this point, you see a couple of the centipedes crawl
What
out
the
from the moss
Fuck no.
and just circling, spinning around the log, and going on the ground, and it seems like going away. But
They're
We have
just leaving on their own.
followers.
you're seeing the moss just like move from
Ew.
underneath it.
Ew.
People are turning us off.
Kill it. Kill
What?
it.
Well,
Kill
you're
it.
turning me off.
Oh god. Ew. Ew, Miss Felgrin. Miss Felgrin, what do we do? Ew.
Felgrin, I will deal with this threat, but our reward should be greater. Should reflect it.
I'll
You have asked us only to lift trunks, and so far we have defended against bees, and now are being assaulted in our nightmares.
I'll speak to Ukemi about it, or the one. In
You're going
charge
to
of
accompany
wages.
us on this quest. For fuck's sake.
You're right. She's a level 10x adventurer. This is gonna be fun. Good grab. But I'll see to you getting something worth your effort.
Thank
Right.
you.
Head back over to the trunk.
All right. Who else is what is everyone else doing before this happens?
I'm not going to that trunk.
I give like a hand sign to circle up.
No.
What? You're 10 feet away.
We will attack at once. They will not have
okay,
chance to
that's-
survive.
That's a good idea. Yeah, that's wonderful. Yes. yes.
I trust you.
Miss Felgrin, is it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go
what-
ahead, Vesta.
No, just you can all handle that. You can. I'm not moving a step closer from where I am.
Vesta.
I don't have to move closer. I've got magic. I don't have to step closer.
Yes,
I'm not
exactly.
stepping closer. I'm not
Yes.
going any closer to that. If you think I'm gonna go next to that thing, you have another thing coming. I'm not stepping anywhere near.
Prepare
that.
your
Do
magic,
you
Vesta.
see? Let's go.
You
Let's.
feel something on your leg.
Fuck!
Got him.
Don't like that. Don't like that.
It's just
Can we
seaweed.
handle this? Can we do this? Can we?
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. What are you guys doing? So Spy's walking up to the moss.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna fucking attack this
Nezion
motherfucker
and
at
Vesta
once.
are spreading out a little bit. And Daxorian? On Thorell?
I'm still crying. I'm offended.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Josh doing
reluctantly.
DM math in his head right now while I prepared this encounter for a certain amount of people. Like, okay.
2 of them are out. All right. Have fun.
Wow. I'm still in the area.
Yeah, so you'll take the damage, but you're not going to deal any, are you?
Oh. Now I'm offended.
Daxorian, what did you get? Or what are you doing?
Reluctantly follow Spy.
Okay. Miss Felgrin's going to take a comfortable couple steps, like, out of the way, kind of a little bit closer to the town, just in case.
Okay.
All right, Spy, what do you want to do? You got
I unsheathe my blade.
a surprise round.
Cool. I unsheathe my blade. I look over at everyone, and I say, "On 3. 1,
Ah!
2."
And I
2.5.
cast Grim Tendrils.
And then I swing, and then I guess I don't know. We start whatever happens based on what Josh says.
What are you trying to do with your tendrils?
I'm doing it at the log.
Okay. Roll to attack.
They've got to do
So
a
we'll do.
fortitude save.
I need Nezion, Zwei, and Daxorian to roll perception or reflex initiative.
Reflex initiative.
No, perception initiative. I don't know why I said reflex.
Initiative. Okay.
And do a fortitude save for the swarm. Okay. Okay. Now I know what I'm rolling. Fuck. That'll be a 10.
Come in my eyeball.
So you get 2d4 negative damage. 1, 5 negative damage and 1 persistent bleed.
Perception. What the fuck is my perception? Oh, 5 plus 6, 11.
So, hold on. So, okay, so you feel your tendrils go forward, and one part just hits the wood. It doesn't break through, but your other tendril cuts through the moss, and you feel some of the things inside. You feel it curl up. You know, some of the energy and damage that you're dealing, but you also feel 1,000 tiny legs starting to crawl on your tendrils. Okay, what are reflex orders? Nezion got 11.
Wait,
Spy-
reflex or perception?
Perception, sorry.
Yeah. 11.
All right,
Numbers
11.
are hard.
Mike,
Yeah, I got a 22.
22. Daxorian.
Dang, 22.
Wow, who's got a higher? Or you guys can choose to go first.
You can go first, Dax. I went first last time.
All right.
Gotta let this guy shine.
All right. So, Daxorian, you are up.
I just start swinging. at the things. Yes.
Okay. Roll a d20 to hit the swarm.
Okay, so that is 18.
Okay, so you go to strike down, and with the moss covering them, you're not able to see exactly where they are. But you do cut open the moss, and the moss collapses down, and you start seeing all the hundreds of centipedes that are underneath it start coming around and start coming out of the bark. The swarm was once tight, it's now starting to spread out. You do not hit on that one.
Oh, 18 doesn't hit.
It didn't hit. It didn't hit with them covered. I want to specify.
Okay. Okay.
Moss,
Okay.
You put the moss back up, which acts as cover.
Understood. Well, there's a reason I put that shit up because I don't know what time.
That moss is now cut open and collapsed, so they are no longer covered.
Gotcha.
The centipedes are out of the log, metaphorically speaking.
You have 2 more actions, Exorian.
All right. I swing again.
All right.
And what's that? A minus
-5.
5.
-5? Okay, so
Now this is appropriate centipede fighting music.
wow, it's still a 22. Okay, nice.
Good job.
Wait, did I miss something? I'm sorry, I blinked out. Oh shit, was that on me? I'm sorry. Dex, sorry, what did you roll for your second attack? With the -5?
Well, 22.
22. Wow,
Again.
holy shit. How'd you get a 22 with a -5? That hits.
Right, so 8 damage.
8 damage, alright. So now this time you cut and you slash down, and you see like 4 or 5 of them in a line, and you get 3 of them. So you're not doing as much damage as you fully hoped you would, but you are still hurting them a good bit. Spy, you have 1 more action, Dex.
I'll attack again.
Okay.
Now, you know what? I'll take a defensive position.
I don't know if a defensive position exists unless you can raise
Oh,
your shield.
right. All right, so then I'll just attack again, and that's a -10, right?
Yes.
All right. I doubt I'll hit, but let's see. 8.
That does not hit. You swing, and this time you just hit the bark, and some of it chips off, and you have to struggle, and then you pull your blade out. Okay.
That's my turn.
Next up is Spy.
I think about all of the giant centipedes that I've ever seen in my entire life, and the joy that it will bring me to rain justice down upon them. And I smile. I enter rage.
It
And I
looks like
swing my big sword.
His bee stings are acting up again as his muscles just and he swells up and he brings down his great sword.
That's a 20, baby.
Natural?
Nah.
Oh, okay, that hits. It's not as exciting, but yeah, that hits.
Oh, baby, that's 20 damage.
What the fuck?
All right.
You hit
Good
one
hit.
centipede so hard it does like area damage.
So Spy, seemingly learning from the bee swarm, from the wasp swarm you just all encountered, he takes his blade, he tilts it in such a way that it takes up as much space as he can while still slashing things, and he goes low to the ground, stays low, practically chopping through the bits of the tree, and you all, and the people that are standing back in Daxorian, you just see what looks like a clean sweep, like you're seeing blades of grass just go and get cut as the blade is low, and you see dozens of the centipedes just half flying in the air, legs blowing, whiskers gone, shell pieces, bits, just and a clean sweep.
Centipedes don't have whiskers.
They got those little antennas, I meant to say.
Antennae.
Antenna.
Kill your character,
Chat.
man.
Just in a bolt of lightning.
You know what? Give me your sheet. Give me your sheet. You're
Yeah,
done.
lightning bolt comes down on the ground on Nezium right now. But they're just shattering. You dismantled most of the swarm, but there are still bits left.
I'm gonna go for those last bits.
All right, okay.
Nope. That's a 10.
10, that'll miss. So you go to strike again, and the swarm just disperses enough for your blade. And as it disperses, you see some of that white that you noticed before. You've seen it before. It's bone, and you know the sound and the feeling of cutting through bone. And your blade comes down and you pull it out. And right now you're starting to see what the centipede swarm was gathered above. You have one more action.
Oh no, I used my first action to rage,
Oh,
so
the
that's
rage.
my third.
So yeah, you are out. It is the swarm's turn. And that's right. Right now, Daxorian, you are in the swarm's area. So you take. Oh, make a reflex save.
$19.
Did I say Daxorian or Spy? Sorry.
Daxorian.
You said
Okay.
Dex.
All right. Well, he was going to be next, so I guess it just starts with Dax.
Okay.
All right. So you take 7 piercing damage from the swarm. After cutting a little bit, you didn't notice several seem to be crawling down the hilt of your blade, as well as some swarming on your ankles, and they start biting. And you feel the bites just on various spots of your body now.
They've got little human teeth too.
Yeah, and they're singing just la 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 la.
Oh my god, this is so much worse now.
You said
They have
7
human
damage?
teeth and they're
7
singing.
piercing.
Yeah, so I never fully recovered from last time, so I am down.
Oh
You
man.
guys see Daxorian collapse. He swats at. He tries to take several centipedes off, but there's starting to be too many, and he collapses. And as he collapses, the swarm spreads from his body and goes for Spy. And
Great.
Spy, make a reflex save.
Reflex. 23.
Oh wow, okay. You take
Yeah.
2 piercing damage.
Okay.
Just after your swipe, you're starting to see the same thing that happened to Daxorian. They're coming for your feet, and any spots of your skin that aren't covered, their pincers are just getting in and biting. But it's not as bad as the wasps were for now. Nezium, you're up.
I'm going to zap those little motherfuckers.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah. Fucking.
They make a
That's a
reflex.
D. I believe so. If I have to fucking. If these fucking centipedes like Matrix dodge my lightning.
my
It is a
favorite
basic reflex.
on the
Yeah.
list.
Alright. I'm just gonna squeeze my dice bag really hard, and the one that stabs me is the D4.
You gotta lay them out. Right?
Alright. 5.
So they have to make a basic reflex save, though, right?
Yeah.
Well, they got a 24, so.
So that's what is that?
What's your
So
spell
5.
DC?
My what?
Your spell DC.
Oh, that's a motherfucking. They beat the spell DC. That's
Yeah,
17.
Okay, they didn't get a critical success though. Okay. So
Yeah,
they just take half damage.
Yeah. All right. So that's like 3 or 2.
What did you roll?
5.
So they take 3. We'll round up for players.
Yeah. Fuck you guys.
So Nezium, you quickly you see the situation playing out, and you see the swarm scatter, and you see Daxorian fall, and you quickly you feel a pulse of energy. You stick your hand out, and then again, the lightning shoots forward. This time, instead of those several small lightning bolts, you shoot out just one again thick straight streak, and it's cutting and piercing through the air, and it seems like it's just bouncing the centipede to centipede on the ground and on Daxorian's spy without affecting them. The swarm is gone. They have burned up from the lightning, and a rancid smell kind of sneaks into your nostrils, smelling the burnt insects, as well as maybe burnt hair is coming to mind. Now with the body's gone.
It's not me.
You guys spy, you look at the trunk, you see what the centipedes were gathering around. And you see a pile of bones. And bright blue, wiry hair covered in mud.
I look immediately at Miss Felgrin.
Miss Felgrin is the opposite direction, so she can't see what's inside. What?
Why do you not come here?
Are the insects gone?
Yes.
They are gone. It is safe.
Okay.
Ontharel rushes over to Dax and uses an elixir of life potion.
All right. Roll to see how much HP gets back. Daxorian.
Yeah.
You come to as Ontharel is pouring a liquid down your throat.
5 HP.
Thank you, my friend.
Are you all right?
I think so.
Oh, that's good.
What happened?
Well,
What do you
looks like
remember?
Those things started biting at me, and I think I just lost consciousness from it.
Oh, so yes, you remember the unpleasant part. Yes, you're okay. They're dead.
I need Svi and Daxorian to make fortitude saves, please.
Okay. 23.
Okay.
26.
Okay. All right. So you guys are unaffected by the centipede swarm venom. Congratulations.
We've beaten your venom puzzle.
It's just beginning.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I guess if like anything else comes up in the next 10 minutes with poison, he gets a +1 bonus against poison and disease.
Oh, that's awesome. Great.
Good
To save
shit.
throw, yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
So Miss
No
Felgrin
problem.
cautiously walks over. She's kind of rubbing herself, covering herself. She's not great with insects, but you know she's used to it.
Mhm.
But swarms.
Oh, yeah, no, I swiped
swarm-
them away from in front of her wherever she's walking.
Yes, swarms
you know.
in particular are more dangerous than just an occasional bug in the garden. But she walks forward. What are you trying to show her?
I cut off her her path back to whatever her house is or something. I just stand between her and her house,
Okay.
and I tell her to look at the bones and the hair. Is there something you would like to tell us?
Okay. So Miss Felgrin walks forward. She looks inside, and she lets out a gasp and a.
Wow, she's really selling it.
I don't know who this is, but we should tell Lukemi.
I think I'll tell Ukemi.
You have nothing to say about seeing what looks to be your recently shaved hair next to these bones?
Daxorian.
Yeah.
It's not my hair that's there. That's their hair. That's. I mean, you can look. It's still attached. It can't be mine. And she kind of is like grossly looking kind of closer at the body.
I nudged Daxorian to go investigate a little while I keep my eyes on Miss Felgrin.
Okay, I go investigate.
All right, roll a perception check.
Ooh. 20, but not in that 20.
Okay, so looking inside the body or looking inside the trunk, based on what little description you had going in, this is definitely bright, formerly beautiful blue hair. It's been a little damaged from being, on a dead person.
Yeah.
but also being in the elements. However, because it was covered, the hair was actually preserved pretty nicely. Whereas the rest of the body, you don't see any blood, you don't see any, meat, muscle, anything like that, as the centipede swarm has been picking it clean for how long you're not quite sure. Do you have warlore by any chance?
Do I have warlord?
Yeah.
I do. So, I don't know. If you describe something to me and that, triggers something, then I don't know.
Well, just Dax or informing you guys that it looks like it's damaged hair. I don't know how long this body's been dead or been here. If you go,
Can't I use a medicine check to see that?
I don't think so. I think the most you'd be able to do is recall knowledge. As far as a medicine check goes. Which you can make that if you want to try and kind of date the body.
All right, I'll give it a whirl.
Miss Felgrin takes a step back.
Oh, nice. 21.
All right, so you're looking at it, and the centipedes having cleaned the body makes it extremely difficult to date. However, it doesn't seem old either. The bones still have that pearlescent white that clean bones would have. So you're able, the body was placed here. The only thing that was really touching it, because of the trunk and the moss, were these insects. But not necessarily being an expert in dead bodies and the centipedes makes it really difficult. But it's no more than max 2 months that it's been here.
Yeah. So.
And while you're looking
I relayed that message.
And while you're looking at the body, and there was the mention of the hair, you do see on the back of the skull what I recognize as it would be a blunt wound. Whatever happened to this person was a bludgeoning hit to the head that seemed to be the fatal blow.
So that was that's what killed this person.
That's what you can make out. But dating the bodies, it's just a little out of your field, especially with the insects having eaten the body.
Is there like a recall? Well, I only got here a month ago, but in that time, was there a report? Like, can I do a recall knowledge on reports of like murder or missing persons?
I'll let you do a recall knowledge. It'll be more so about if there's other people with blue hair though, rather than just missing people. But you can also make a missing person recall knowledge.
Okay, so that should just be straight intelligence.
I think for you, if I don't assume you have society lore or lore.
For some reason I wrote 1 in society, and I don't know, I might have done that wrong, but I don't have society or anything.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Yeah, just go ahead and make a recall knowledge. You only get a 1 no matter what it is, right?
Okay, I mean, for my intelligence, I have +0. I don't know why I wrote 1 in society. I might have been like accidentally putting charisma in there. 17 +0.
Okay.
That's
So Svi, with Daxorian confidently saying, you know, these aren't old bones. And you having been here for a month and being acquaintances with Ukemi, more so than the average citizen, there was only one person that came into this town with blue hair. And everyone that comes speaks to Ukemi, as Ukemi helps them find a place to live and everything like that. So, if you don't feel confident enough in yourself, you know that you can go talk to Ukemi, and if anything, you might be able to bring him here, and he could, maybe based on the bone structure, help out. But there's only one person that comes to your mind that was told to have the blue hair, and only one person you've seen with it.
That's Miss Felgrin.
So far, yeah.
Okay.
I'll go get Ukemi. Keep an eye on her.
Why don't we all go get Ukemi?
Because I don't trust you.
I don't trust you. But thank you for your help with the trunks.
You're the murder suspect here.
I didn't murder anyone.
Oh, really? I'm gonna sense motive.
If you... Okay. Actually, that's a secret roll. I'll roll that for you. What is your bonus to that, though?
That is, hold on one second. What is that, deception?
Sense motive is...
I would think it's deception.
Yeah, I thought so, too.
Yeah, wait a minute, hold on, it's somewhere. Skill actions... Oh, I don't think it's a skill action, that's why. I think it's just a regular action, so it's probably... Hold on. Just where the hell do you find actions in this bad boy?
Why
Oh.
is this
On
so
my
hard?
sheet, it's like in my weapons.
Yeah, I got it. It's a concentrates. The GM attempts a single secret perception check for you and compares it to the
Perception.
result
Okay.
of the deception DC of the creature. Yeah. So
Body of
Yeah,
the first pot, body of the second pot.
So you
Gotcha.
I rolled, okay, versus the deception of the creature.
yes,
All right, what's your perception?
my perception is if I'm. It's +4.
+4, okay. It seems like she's being honest. I mean, after saying it, she'd have to murder herself, if that's what you're thinking.
Either way, something's not sitting right with me, and I don't know this person well enough, so I'm gonna.
If we all go together, we will be able to keep eyes on her.
That's a good point. Very well.
I'm not staying. I promised someone I'd meet them, and I have to keep that promise.
Well, we're all going back to town. You can walk with us.
You know, maybe I should stay in the fields. I am supposed to be working, and if all of you are going, you know where to find me.
I would implore you to come with us.
I insist.
Okay.
So I fucking.
I'm not gonna look at you from my computer. You're right in front of me.
All right, so you guys, everyone starts making their way back to town.
Shiftily making our way back to town.
Okay.
Well,
Glaring.
can I
at
stay behind with the body?
Sure.
I'm not glaring
Fuck
at
me.
Miss Felgrin. In fact, can
Creep
I
as shit.
have like a diplomacy check just to have like an air of like not intimidation around her?
Sure. What are you trying to ask? What are you trying to do?
Well, I just want to like I want there to be someone who's not like putting her on edge. Like if it helps having me just near, I don't know if I could do diplomacy and have that be a vibe. If I have to say something specifically.
At this point, I mean, go ahead, try it.
23.
23. Okay. What are you doing?
I'm just walking next to her and I'm like, yeah, I've only been here for like a day, but you know, it seems really nice.
It's a nice town.
Yeah, it seems that it's
Nice people.
good people. They're all really friendly. Is that guy? His name. He's the one who owns the Toad Pigeon Inn. He's really nice. He's really funny. He's does like, a lot of really good pineapple juice. Have you ever had his pineapple juice before?
No, but I've had pineapple juice.
It's really.
It is good pineapple juice.
It's the first one I've ever had.
Be sure to check it out someday.
Yeah, maybe since we're gonna be around there, we can stop in and we can say hi. It takes him a bit sometimes to remember like, what he's saying,
After the mission,
when you go,
Vesta.
But you know, it's really
Focus.
good. I'm just telling
Well,
her
it is
about the
almost
pineapple
lunchtime,
juice.
too.
Yeah, that we've got to eat something. We just had like a whole fight against a bunch of different bugs, and that's really nasty. I don't know about you, but I would really like something nice and refreshing. I'm feeling a bit tired, so I'm just sharing with Miss Felgrin because she seems that she's been here for a bit, so it's just probably really lovely if she knew about the pineapple juice. I think maybe one day you can have it. It's only a copper piece if you want. We can all get some at some point after we talk to Akamma because I think it would be really great.
That sounds nice.
Oh.
She's not wrong.
You guys make your way all the way through the fields. Miss Felgrin definitely, despite Vesta's best efforts, she looks uncomfortable. There's some sweat forming, which wasn't there, when you first met her. And her eyes are kind of darting around. She's being escorted, and it's a little embarrassing to her. But you guys continue on your way. What?
Before we reach Ukemi's, I want to tap Zavai on the arm and kind of sort of drag pace behind the group a little bit with him.
Sure.
So, I've only known you for about a day, and I can tell you have trouble trusting anything but the ground beneath your feet, which is why I'm confiding this in you. That woman Daxorian's dating, something doesn't sit right with me.
Go on.
Do you remember the brand on their cheeks?
The brand. This
The brand, I'm sorry.
brand,
My
this is,
accent.
this S weird S shape. Stasi S? Yes?
No, on their cheeks.
Oh, on the cheeks.
Slaves. L, wasn't
Like L or C. Yes. Correct.
What was her name?
Lily?
I believe so. Anyway, the reason why I'm bringing this up to you is because last night I was, well, almost cornered by this woman while I was in the bathhouse. She insisted I come along with her, but I declined her offer because, well, my shoulder was in a fucking ton of pain. But still, I'm rather suspicious of this. I fear for our comrade Daxorian if she gets him alone. Now, I'd like to see if this is just suspicion. Wouldn't you?
I am not sure I care.
Well,
What becomes of you is what becomes of you.
but what becomes
of
of
him is what becomes of him. We must
Indeed.
all look after ourselves. If this is perhaps intertwined with our current situation, if there is cause to be suspicious of Lily, then perhaps we will investigate.
Yes, but again, I don't trust this person that just randomly showed up after this attack to deal with, excuse me, voice crack, to deal with any one of us alone. She seemed to be very fixated on the fact that we took care of these people.
Perhaps she was impressed with your display of masculinity.
Perhaps.
So now you're entering the town, and you have to go towards the main roads rather than just cutting through the alleys. And at this point, the town's busier than it was in the morning. Fruit carts are out, vegetable carts, just beggars, and even the occasional just musician outside playing right now. It seems like a town and all the citizens are trying to make the best of not using the square currently. And they are, trying to live a normal life, but there does seem to be a little gloom or tension in the air. While you guys are walking, you spot the familiar Toad Pigeon Inn. And a familiar figure comes out of the doors, covering her eyes at the light of the day. Aramaya is exiting the Toad Pigeon Inn. She doesn't fully see you guys yet, but she is out and about, which is good news as Mazrak and her seem to be a little more affected in other ways than the rest of you. But she is up, and she is at them.
Okay.
Talani, you're there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, so she stumbles out just a touch, unsteady on her feet. And yeah, she hasn't seen you guys yet. She's squinting at the sun. And she you can tell she's kind of scowling. She's pretty annoyed by
She must be sober.
the light and the people and the everything that is alive right now. And yeah, so she doesn't see you guys. She's just leaning against the side of the inn at the moment.
Can I, per Loina, can I, go see what's up with the fruit cart? Anybody want some fruit?
No, thank you. I'm going to meet Lily now. Please be safe and try not to fight any more bugs.
Right, you as well.
And I leave.
All right, Daxorian separates from the group and he heads north. Nezion.
Daxorian. roll a initiative. You're immediately jumped by 10 level 20 orcs. That's what happens when you separate from the group, man.
There's a trap door in the ground, and they just lift it up. And they're like, "You here?" Daxorian, Nezium, you approach the fruit guy. Anthrael, Spy, and Vesta are just, I guess, standing there in the middle.
I thought I was
Yeah.
behind with the body.
Oh,
He's-
Anthrael's
yeah, he's
staying with
behind
the
with
body. So Vesta and Spy are with Miss
I'm. Do I see Aramaya at this point? Or Maya? She
Yeah,
introduced herself to me.
everyone in the party, as you guys were seeing the toad pigeon in for the first time, you saw her walking out.
Okay, I'm just clocking her. I'm just keeping an eye on her, you know. So I'm like looking back and forth between her and Miss Felgrin.
All right.
That's the
Anyone?
top pigeon
Fruit?
in.
Vesta?
That's no. I was gonna see, because we were gonna want to save room for the pineapple juice in it. I don't want to get too tangy in my taste buds, because then if you've got too
Well,
much.
why don't you go ask the gentleman you spoke of? When we're here,
Do you want one?
sure.
Yes, of course. I hand her like 3 copper for us.
Okay.
You want one too?
Miss Felgrin?
I already said yes.
No,
Yes.
you as a arm. You want one too?
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Are we all gonna go? Spy, do you want one? Do you want some pineapple juice? Did you try it? It's really good.
I have tried. It is good. I am fine. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you sure? Because there's bug bites. They might be helpful to have.
I do
some
not
time.
get hungry in the morning.
It's what time is it? I don't know if it's still the morning. It's a bit. Some time has gone.
Yeah,
so
it's
Midday.
afternoon.
pretty high up. It's up there, so it's
Nobody has like keen mind, so you don't know the exact time, but it's early
yeah,
afternoon.
it's early afternoon. You're not.
It is early enough that I am not yet hungry.
Oh, okay, no problem, mate. I get it. You want to make sure your body's a temple and all that. Got to keep it tip-top shape and all that stuff.
I'm gonna hand her 1 silver.
Making it so hard for me to stay in character.
Freaking riffs.
Yeah, everybody is like walking in your direction, hearing this conversation, and she like remembers your voice.
Ah, she's up. There she is.
Ooh.
Have you had a pineapple juice yet, mate? It's so good. I had one earlier, and it was so good. If you haven't had it yet, bright and early afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pineapple juice. Yeah,
It's,
I know you.
Yes.
You're okay.
I'm Vesta. It's Vesta. It's a pleasure to meet you, Vesta.
Ve-
Stray. It's nice. Re-meet again because we met yesterday. We fought. It's a crazy battle. That was absolutely insane. Wasn't
Oh,
that? There was
right.
a dinosaur.
Yeah.
That was so nuts.
Oh, that was real.
That was so real. Yeah. They did.
Indeed,
we did
it
that.
was.
Wasn't something on fire?
Yeah. There was a house on fire.
Yes, there was.
That was
Ooh.
great. And I think a person, a little goblin man, I think he got set on fire too. Something
Ooh,
like that.
right.
It was crazy. There was a lot going on. Anyways, I'm gonna go get
I
pineapple
was
juice. Did you want
wondering.
to try that? Because I can see now
Yes.
he's giving me a lot. He gave me a silver and 3 copper, so it's enough for everybody. I might get like a jug or something if they've got it.
Oh,
Okay, thank you. Yes. Yeah. That would go well with this. And she like
Oh,
shakes
see.
her yeah.
sorry. Oh, see, I'm sorry. I just gave you 1 silver.
You give me just 1 silver,
Not
right?
3
So I've
copper.
just got 1 silver. Then I miscounted in my head. I thought I had more, but it's fine. Sometimes I get really excited
back
and
in
I do some
character.
extra math in my head, and I think I've got more money than I do, but I don't. So I'm gonna go get this pineapple juice now.
And she shakes her flask and she's like, yeah, that'll go good with this.
That's really
Thanks.
Mirasaru Kemis.
Okay.
Okay, is that where?
Is there rum on your breath?
Not yet. Well, maybe. Wait, there's a place to clean up. I should go to the place to clean up.
Yes, indeed.
Where is that again? There's a room.
down that way.
Thank you.
4 of you.
So she's gonna head over to the bathhouse, I guess
Okay.
it is.
All right. So Aaron
Okay.
heads to the bathhouse.
Is it
while the-
unisex?
Yeah. I mean,
Ah.
there's multiple bathhouses around the town,
Oh, okay.
but they're all public water work places. Yeah.
Yeah, so just, make sure you roll perception and make sure you don't, get, an old man swinging dick in your in your
Well, there was
peripheral.
because she
Or
went
no,
to
you
one.
don't know what she's into, dickhead.
Just like this.
Right.
Washing himself.
She went to one the last time I played. She went to one that was right next to the bar or something.
Well, that was a
Because she's-
bathhouse. That was to use the bathroom, facility.
Oh, that was a
Wash places
lavatory.
wash places are separate. Cleanliness
Yeah,
is
okay.
different from
Right.
Okay.
dutiness.
For
Okay.
our Canadian viewers, that's a water closet.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Sure.
Got it.
Don't know if that's true.
The
Happy Boxing
lavatory. She's gonna head to the actual bathhouse now.
So Aramaya splits off, and the three of you are left with a moment where you look at each other, and you notice Miss Felgrin isn't with you.
Are you kidding?
And
I was locked
we are going to take a break. Right now, we'll be back in 10
God.
minutes to figure out what's happening. I rolled secret perception checks for all of you, and the highest one was an 8.
Oh my
Good enough
god.
for me. Good enough for me.
I turn to the nearest person.
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
And we will be back in 10 minutes on that note. And welcome back. So, where the party left off, you are in the middle of the street in Akamma. It is Neziam, Svai, Aramaya, just a couple feet away, and Vesta. And you guys look around and you don't see Miss Felgrin near you. I need everyone to make a perception check right now. Aramaya, not you, because you don't know who Miss Felgrin is.
Awesome.
Svai got a 1.
I think she's still there.
But everyone, so perception checks.
12.
12 from Vesta.
Okay. Don't fuck me
1
over
from
here.
Svai.
Yeah, natural 1 plus 5 makes a 6.
Okay. All right.
14.
14. Oh, ho, ho. All right. So as you guys, the conversation comes to an end, Neziam, you're quick to notice that with Aramaya leaving, there's only 3 of you here, and Miss Felgrin should be next to Svai.
Miss Felgrin, you want some pineapple juice?
She's not there.
Miss Felgrin?
She does not want any.
Weird. Hey,
But
I
Neziam,
think
as you're looking, you do see 20 feet away, 25 feet away, swarming through the crowds, you see the familiar shaven head, and she looks back and you see the bright blue eyebrows in a panic looking back.
20 feet away?
20, 25, 30. She's moving through the crowd right now.
Alright, I'm gonna cast command. No, I can't. Fuck, never mind.
Do we see when he looks?
He hasn't pointed it out yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast...
That one, so
I'm gonna use one action to yell,
how many pineapple juice?
that way!
Okay. So you alert the crew.
Pointing in that direction.
And on that, Miss Felgrin, seeing you point, starts to book it. She runs.
Okay, so
as soon
I
as
have...
she can and turns into an alleyway.
I run after her.
All right. So, in order, it is Neziam, Vesta, and Svai.
Okay.
If you're chasing after her, make an athletics check.
12.
23.
All right. So, on Neziam's yell, his scream, Svai, you quickly look down. You see she's not there, and without a moment's hesitation, you turn and enter a full sprint. Vesta, you a little late to react. You put away the coin before you start following in Svai's footsteps. All right, so Svai's got 1 point. Okay, now, Neziam, what are you doing? You said you're going. What are you going to do? Vesta and Svai have taken off.
So they've taken off. Would I be able to cast Daze, or I can't? She's fucked off into an alleyway.
Miss Felgrin would have turned into the alleyway, yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna cast Message to Svai.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna cast Message to Vesta.
Okay.
If you catch her, meet us at Ukemi's. And don't forget the pineapple juice.
She's running like the guy with the margaritas in Jurassic World.
All right. So Neziam messages you, Vesta. Vesta, you hear Neziam's voice coming through your head, but it's not coming through your ears. It's just coming into your head. It's throwing you off, but you felt this sensation before at Megambia. You felt this sensation, so it is familiar to you in at least that sense, but not that voice. Svai, as you lead the way, you turn down the corner. I need you to make a reflex save.
Uh-oh. 15.
15. Vesta, make a perception check again.
11.
Okay. So you see Svai turning the corner, and you see his feet dip in mud. But you catch yourself, Svai. You able to turn and just kind of do like a Tom Cruise, just. and you begin booking it. Vesta, you're a little shaken, and you see that you're not necessarily as athletic, so you're trying to find a way out. But everywhere seems crowded right now, so you're just following in Svi's parting of the crowd. Svi, you gained 1 point. Okay, so as you're following her through it's barely an alleyway, as the architecture of this town doesn't fully allow for that, but she is cutting and turning and weaving as much as she can through homes, around places. I need you to roll a dexterity check for me.
Just straight dexterity?
Actually, let me double check. This is what I meant. Like the order's a little messed up. Yeah, you roll a dexterity. You're gonna be cutting corners and turning really fast.
Yeah, that's an 11.
Okay, what'd you roll?
Oh, dexterity.
Not my strong suit.
4.
Okay, Vesta, you're starting to fall behind. You didn't see Miss Felgrin cutting through and turning around these vernacular buildings, and then you accidentally run into one, and you're sorry, and you cut through it still. Svi, you are having difficulty stopping your momentum so many times and picking it back up. You're not able to get closer to Miss Felgrin as you're, putting your shoulders to hands and pushing off every which way, turning left, doing it again, pushing off the building. You see Miss Felgrin break into the main street going north. Vesta, you failed the last 2. You are out of this chase right now.
BRB, gotta pee.
So, Svi, you see Miss Felgrin now running through the crowd in the street. And she seems to have slowed down for a bit, trying to catch her breath, and she looks back and she sees you. And she kind of takes a fruit cart and drags it and begins doing a straight sprint for the village. You can either try to charge through it, jump over it, or go around it.
Charging through it sounds like it's part of my, wheelhouse. So I'm probably going to do that.
All right, roll in athletics.
Hell yeah, rolling athletics. Oh no. It's an 11.
Oh, God.
The cabbages.
Yeah, it is that point. You run and you're like, oh, I'm gonna run through it. I'm gonna wreck it. and you go just trying to put your shoulder down, try to berserk through it, and it's a sturdier cart than you thought it would be.
Yeah.
You just kind of and you tip it over and you break the 2 back wheels, but it's now just flipped in front of you, and you have to go around, and you begin your pursuit of Miss Felgrin once again. Daxorian, at this point, you see a human just tap your shoulder and run past you, and you recognize it. I feel like I just saw her. And then at that point, you hear Svi.
I just instinctively start running after her.
Okay. So you and Svi are now running neck and neck next to each other, chasing her down. What she does is because of the fruit cart and the commotion that you cause, some heads are starting to turn. And she starts making her way for the fields. To the northeast this time. You can either make a perception or you can make an athletics.
For both of us or just him?
Both of you.
Athletics it is, baby. That's better. 24.
Wow, 24. That's
hell
huge.
yeah.
24.
That's a critical success, actually. That's massive.
Hell yeah.
Fucking like
Daxorian, what are you going for?
I'm gonna go for a perception.
Okay, roll for it.
Nice. That's a 23.
Okay, so as you guys are approaching the edge of the town, you see her running through the field, and you, Daxorian, you see the little path she's taking. It's very thin, just enough for someone to really be able to walk on, but not two people next to each other. It's the way they've broken up the fields and being able to farm different things separated from each other. So you immediately take to that path, and you leave Svi behind for a moment. And you think, oh, what's he doing? And you look back, and you see Svi now in a full sprint, just trudging through the plants, the mud, anything that could be holding him down is not. He is plowing this fucking field with his feet as he is just cutting through it at full speed. He might be faster than you've ever seen someone before at this point. And you're like, is he gliding? What's happening? And Miss Felgrin eventually falls off into the mud, and she has to pick herself up. You are 10 feet away. And you look down. And
Wait, I look down.
well, both you kind of get there at the same time. With Svi's critical success, he completed the chase. He received the amount of points you needed.
Okay.
But you look down, and it's not Miss Felgrin. You thought for sure you were chasing her, but it's a different face. The eyebrows seem to be black hair, maybe covered a little bit in mud. The skin tone is the same, but the facial structure itself, the lips are smaller, the cheekbones a little more pointed, and her face in general just slimmer and pointier. And just offers the hand. Oh, sorry about that.
I'm gonna like pick her up from the scruff of the neck and like hold her above my head.
Please, what are you
think
doing?
this guy will work against me?
Roll an intimidate.
Intimidate. There it is. 23.
Okay. You see the look in the eyes widen, and they change. It's not just, normal human brown eyes. The eyes become dark and almost golden. And in a whisper says, please, just take me so people can't see me. I'll tell you what I know.
Why should I trust you?
Because I'm begging you.
You will come with me, and there will be no more running.
Please, 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 please. Let us just talk it out away from town.
I look over
Fine,
at Victorian and like give him a little head nod to follow me.
Where are you going?
Well, can I do like a sense motive first before I
Yeah, I'll roll it
before
for you.
you do the secret roll, right?
Yep, what's your perception modifier?
It's +5.
+5, okay. So you got... Okay. Damn it. Alright. So, they are genuinely asking you to take them away from the town, and they do seem to be telling the truth when they say, I'll speak what I can. It's more so I can't reveal things near people, is what you're picking up.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So I head nod Daxorian over to me, and I say, I will bring him with backup, and then we will go.
That's fine. That's fine.
Good. And I put her back down. I pat her on the shoulder. This was not so hard, was it?
Just follow me.
Hmm.
And you see the posture and the body language is all different and distorted from what you met when you were talking to Miss Felgrin. She takes you to kind of. There's a natural part in the fields where it's almost like a hedge garden, where hedges are up. It blocks the views. It allows children like a little labyrinth to play in. And then just outside of that, the exterior of this little hedge labyrinth, she just walks around it. She doesn't go into it with you. Walks around, looks, and there's no one to be seen. And whoever this is looks at you. The eyes remain. The face is different. And the voice changes. How did you know?
You weren't very convincing. You perhaps take some acting classes.
Acting classes. I will look into it. And at that point, the body begins. The muscles and the face, the bones, they start changing and morphing. The face becomes narrow and longer. The mouth opens, and a tongue, black, falls out. The head grows in this narrow, almost cylinder-type shape, and the skin becomes this pale, light-skinned. You see purple and blue veins piercing throughout the whole body. Roll a recall knowledge.
Impressive. You are only second most disgusting thing I have seen today. Recall knowledge, just intelligence.
Yeah. Well, it's society
that's
intelligence.
6 plus 0.
You don't know what the fuck this is that's in front of you. Daxorian, you can roll for it as well.
5.
You guys have no idea what you're looking at. But as you keep watching it shift, its arms grow. Like the elbow drops another 6 inches, and then the arm itself grows. The fingers become long, skinny. You see the bones and the muscles at the inside of this almost like starved skin. What do you want to know?
I want to know why the village was attacked. Why you are here impersonating Miss Felgrin. I want to know everything you know about this.
Let's start with what I know then. I am simply here to live. My species doesn't have a society, so I have to integrate myself in others. But all I want is to live in peace.
And you do this by murdering people and replacing
Did
them?
not kill her. She died after she arrived. I simply took advantage of the situation.
Can I roll insight on that?
Sure. Oh, actually, I rolled that for you.
That's you again. Yeah, it's plus 5.
It was a natural 4. So you believe her is at the point right now. You believe this thing.
Okay. What is your name?
I don't have one.
Do you want one?
Yes.
So, choose.
What?
Choose your name.
I choose Miss Felgrin.
This name was already taken.
Do names have to be unique?
Yes.
It depends.
Because your name is whatever you make it to be. It has to be your name, not someone else's.
I made their name mine. It is no longer theirs.
But it's still tied to them.
No. It is tied to me. I've been living with it for a month.
Then what
now.
is name of bones?
That
In trunk.
was Miss Felgrin. But it is no more. As
You are a creepy piece of shit.
for the attack,
I start to get a little angry.
I
say, you cannot use someone else's name. You
That's
cannot
already
live
illegal.
someone else's life.
We will address this later.
It is my life now. As for the attack, as you asked, I know not why it happened, but I know who made it happen. You call them Gwen. And they smell of death. But it is not Gwen anymore.
Then who is she?
I don't know. But they knew of the dead girl. That's how they knew about me. They said I killed you once, and I'll do it again.
Gwen murdered the old Miss Felgrin.
Not Gwen,
Not Gwen,
the
yes.
one in her body.
Well, I was planning on getting out of here soon anyway.
Are they the same species as you?
No. They are not. We don't help or talk to each other. We don't have a society, as I said before. But I know a disguise when I see it.
What species are you?
We go by different names, but the common folk have referred to us as doppelgangers. I can tell you something else if you promise to let me live a normal life.
Why do you feel you cannot live normal life without impersonating?
You already called me disgusting. And your societies have shown a lack of empathy for what they do not understand in the past, as well as my kind doesn't have a favorable reputation.
I suppose this is fair.
But the identity you have belongs to someone. That identity is linked to friends, to
No,
family, to loved ones.
she was alone. There are no loved ones here for her. And if they were before, they're gone now. She came from Anthusis alone. I know. I followed her.
Well, at the very least, your actions impersonating Miss Felgrin have impeded our investigation. If we had known that she was dead earlier, we may have started looking into this sooner. Perhaps this attack may not have happened.
Do you want to know my final secret so that I may continue my life as Miss Felgrin?
We have a contract. You may proceed.
Excellent. And you see a little creak of a smile for the first time since the conversation began. They, the one dressed as Gwen, they asked me to meet them beneath the manor tomorrow night. If I don't show, they'll kill me. That's what they said.
How many imposters are in this town?
Just one that I know of.
What is so funny?
I am laughing at the fact that I was caught by a poor imposter, and we unearthed formerly Miss Felgrin's body together.
Were you aware that her bones were there?
No.
If you were following
I
her,
never-
why not?
The last I saw her, she was walking in the fields, and I lay down to rest for the night. But when the morning came, I did not see her. And then several days passed without a sighting. So I took a chance, and I succeeded.
So you expect us to believe you followed this woman for a while, long enough to know what kind of life she led. She dies, and you just willingly take her place, and you expect us to believe you had no part in her murder.
I am not quite sure what life she would live, but I knew what type of life I wanted to live. And if you cannot accept the truth, then that is your dilemma. But the truth shall not change.
Daxorian,
And here is the truth about your dilemma. I'm not going to kill you. But the life you lead from this moment on better be a righteous one. Because if you do not live the righteous path from this moment on, I promise you, on the name of Sarenrae, you will see me again.
And at that moment, she, the thing with its elongated hands and limbs kind of shrivels up. And then, in a seamless transition, it takes a human form again. And it's Miss Felgrin with the bright blue eyebrows. I've been living a righteous path, a righteous life, since I took this body and name for my own. You have a promise that I will continue to do the same.
Daxorian, I do not sense that this creature is evil, merely opportunistic.
If you believe so, Svi, then I'll take your word for it.
I have one final question.
Okay.
Why do you not simply construct new identity instead of stealing another?
I cannot form something I haven't touched.
I understand. I am sorry that life has been difficult for you.
I'm thankful to work out an agreement with all of you. Shall we go back to town? I do still have work I was supposed to finish.
You may continue. I will go see Ukemi about Gwen. Not Gwen.
And on that, she gets a little head nod and starts walking back to town. And as she's 10 feet away, she turns around. One more thing. If you see Gwen or that thing under her skin, don't mention that I told you anything. They believe they have a perfect disguise. And on
They
that-
are sorely mistaken.
And on that, Miss Felgrin, the doppelganger, walks away.
Well, Daxorian, shall we reconvene?
OC, how far away is the north side of town from where we are?
A few minutes walk. Miss Felgrin ran towards the northeast during that chase, so at this point you just got to make up the going to the center part. But you're already north, so it's only just a couple minutes.
Okay, so yeah, back in character. Yes, Vi, sure.
Yeah, so I head back to where everybody else was, back in town.
All right, you head back to the street that your chase started, and you see Nez's. You see Aramaya leaving the bathhouse. I forgot to incorporate Aramaya in the chase. I think. Fuck.
No, that's cool.
But she's just exiting the bathhouse. It's been 10-15 minutes. You got time to soak, get a nice clean in, exfoliate your skin a little bit.
So she's gonna be looking around for that pineapple juice. She's very excited. She's been waiting.
So
she's
as
looking
you're
out like
walking
it.
back, you're going back to the Toad Pigeon Inn, and before you enter the door, you do look at the fruit cart that Neziam and them are standing before, and you see Svi and Daxorian walking together, kind of looking through the crowd, trying to find the rest, but right now it's only those two and yourself.
Okay, so
I'm sorry, they haven't seen you yet.
Okay, and there's a lot of other people around though, right?
Yeah, it's right now it's a busy street because the town square isn't open. A lot of the traffic is just just throughout the town. It's a little more crowded than usual.
Okay, so she starts once she sees them, she like just starts staring at them for a little while, and she notices that they're looking around and realizes they must be looking for everyone else.
Okay.
And her breathing is quickened, and she starts shaking her head a little bit. She's, still coming down from her hangover, and she's like getting tense all over. And you said she's right at the front door of the inn, right?
Yeah, just before the entrance.
So she's gonna actually slip inside, and lean against the front front wall.
Okay.
To the right as soon as you come inside. And she's like just standing there, letting her eyes adjust to because it's dimmer in there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
she's
a little
letting
dimmer.
she's letting her eyes adjust, because she figures everyone will eventually come inside. And yeah, she's just standing there, leaning against the wall. Her breathing's a little quickened, and she's very tense.
Daxorian and Svi, can you make a perception check? And Aramaya, can you roll a stealth, please?
17.
7.
Wait. Is the skill stealth is 13.
Okay, so Svi, you do catch a glimpse of Aramaya before she enters the Toad Pigeon Inn.
And I noticed that she's being like conspicuously stealthy.
You don't notice that. You just catch a glimpse of Aramaya going in.
Okay. So I just sort of clock her. Do I see that she's like trying to look at us, or just that she went in?
You see her entering the Toad Pigeon Inn.
Okay, that's where I know that she's there. And then I'm continuing to look for the rest of the party. If I don't see them, the next stop is Ukemi.
Okay. Vesto, what are you trying to do, love?
I think that after I got lost from the chase, that I would have gone back to pick up pineapple juice.
Okay, so Aramaya, as you feel hidden, you're not sure if they saw you. You take a breath, and you see Mazrak still laying down, and then your eyes go up to the bar where Adebayo is squeezing a pineapple juice. Here you go. That's the third one.
That's perfect. All right, I think it was me and Maya and Miss Felgrin and one more because Nezion wanted one.
All right.
So that would be 4.
All right. So he grabs another hand and there he is. The fourth one.
All right, perfect. And I put the copper and switch around.
That's 4
The
copper.
for silver piece.
Oh, thank you.
One for you.
All right. That was one for me.
Yeah, so 1 silver piece for
so
you.
it's 4 copper
4
for
copper.
the drink.
Yeah, but there's 10 copper and a silver.
So it's not for me.
No, yeah. So
Okay.
you just give me back
All right.
6 copper.
So 6 copper
I'll give you 1 extra copper.
Oh,
extra
that's
for
nice.
you-
Thank you.
for there, buddy.
Tips.
And I take the cups and I turn around and I go, Maya, I got it. It's great that you came. I got locked. Miss Felgrin ran off. I think maybe she needed a minute. It was a bit overwhelming in the city. Seems like she lives on the farm, so she might not be used to the population. You know, that's fine. But I got the drinks. So here's your pineapple drink, and
Yeah, she walks over and grabs it and flicks off like expertly. She's done this a lot. The top of her flask, pours in a bunch of rum, closes it, and finishes about half of the cup.
Wow.
That's fast.
You need a refill on the flask?
Oh yeah, he can do that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I did it this morning.
He did. Look at that. You know.
Okay, that's great. What one did you want again?
And she just pushes, like, hands him the flask. She doesn't even say anything. She's just like,
I'll surprise you. I'll just put something in it.
She thought he would have smelled it, but
You got the rum.
You got the rum.
I rolled the rum before. On a 3, it was going to be the rum. I got a 3.
Yay!
So yeah, he just refills your flask right after 1 copper.
And she hands him 3, and she says pineapple.
Wow. Okay. Thank you. All right. Yeah. Wait. Did you just want a pineapple, or did you want the pineapple juice?
You already squeezed the pineapple.
I squeezed it right
another
now.
one.
She says through gritted teeth, she says, juice.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. Here you go then. And you got
And
fresh
she,
pineapple juice.
She doesn't pour more rum in just yet, but she does drink more of the rum and pineapple mixture.
It's good.
That's probably really good.
Yeah, that sounds like it's good. I'm gonna be drinking my pineapple juice. I know I can't leave with the cups, but I think the others might be going to Ikemi's because I got a message from Nezium. I never gotten a message from Nezium before, but I got a message from Nezium and he was like, get the pineapple juice and go to Ukami's. But I think he forgot the buyer has a rule, we can't bring the cups, we can't leave them. So I don't know what to do with the pineapple juice now.
Well, you could bring them back.
I could. Is that fine? I am staying here.
Are you staying here?
I am staying here.
Then, yeah.
Alright, so I guess I'll take the cups with
Just
me.
another copper.
Alright, yeah, no problem. Just hold on,
cup
Leslie,
rental
anyways.
fee.
One copper for you there.
Per cup.
Per cup, there's another copper right there for the other cup.
Alright, thank you.
I think that was, I finished my cups, that's just 2 copper then.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take 2 cups.
Yeah, and Aramaya takes out a copper for her cup, and she's like, I get this back when I bring back the cup, right?
It's a cup rental fee.
It's a rental, yeah, that makes sense. He's got to keep a roof over all of our heads, innit? Like, he's got to pay some bills.
It's business.
It's business, it's business, it's business.
She does, she like pointedly slams the copper down on the table, like with her fingers still touching it, and slides it over, like, and it's like grating against the wood grain of the top of the bar.
Yeah, no, I smoothed it out real good the other day. Thank you.
Alright, so that's thank you, Adebayo. We'll be back. I'll bring these cups back as well. Take good care of them. And I'm very excited. Miss Felgrin's never had pineapple juice before, so I hope she likes it. And maybe she'll come back, and maybe it might be nice for her to have a bit of a social
So, Daxorian and Spy, as you're walking outside and you do near the Toad Pigeon Inn, you catch sight of Neziam hurriedly, like, grabbing Ukemi kind of by the wrist, but Ukemi just not reluctant, but just not at the pace that Neziam seems to be moving. And you guys do catch each other's eyes and wave, and then you start hearing a voice from inside the Toad Pigeon Inn that is familiar, and it grows a little bit louder as the seconds go on, and it continues growing, and eventually Neziam is able to come up to you, and you hear. I just completely blanked on your character. You hear Vesta from the inside of the Toad Pigeon Inn. Yeah, she's never had it before. Pineapple juice. It's crazy.
We found the group.
Really good for her, so hi everyone.
What is Vesta, a fucking Sopranos character now? Like, she's never fucking had it before.
So I got. Where'd Miss Felgrin go? Did she go home? She got her pineapple juice right here.
Yes, where is she?
We will discuss. It is complicated.
And as
boy.
Aramaya hears Spy, she like downs the rest of her drink. And she's still facing the bar.
More complicated than it already is. Wonderful.
I believe the mystery is beginning to unravel.
What happened?
Let's
Miss
just say she's
Felgrin.
not who she said she was.
Well, that's obvious. Who is she?
She is not what she says she is. And I look around.
I just look bewildered at Ukemi, just like, did I
looking
not just
around
ask
to make
that
sure
question?
Yeah, no. I'm looking around to make sure that nobody's like within earshot, and I sort of gesture everyone to be a little bit more distant from like prying ears.
I see. So what the fuck is going on?
No, go ahead.
Sorry.
Miss Felgrin is a doppelganger.
Some sort of imposter?
Ukemi kind
Yeah.
of laughs at this. That doesn't make any sense.
Why do you say this?
Oh. She's Miss Felgrin. She's been here for a month.
I see you are in denial.
Can I roll diplomacy on Ukemi?
Go ahead, but do you have any proof of what you're saying?
There are remains of Miss Felgrin.
Okay, so
Oh.
10 plus. That's...
I do
I'm
not
just
believe.
Sorry, yeah.
I do not believe the doppelganger is a threat to the town. It simply wants to live in peace. And if we do not raise suspicion or aggression against it, it will do as it says. I had conversation. Taxorian and I. He can vouch for me.
You guys hear Aramaya sigh very heavily.
Yes, I can back up Spy on this.
Fucking rude. But yeah, Josh, I rolled a 17 on diplomacy.
What are you trying to do exactly?
Well, I'm basically I'm just like, listen, Zwei is as rigid as his sword. I can tell when he's telling the truth because he never doesn't tell the truth. I take his word for it.
No, Spy's a good man in simple terms. And I do think you're telling the truth about the body.
It
But
was unmistakable.
I don't know if I believe you that this thing is safe. From my readings, doppelgangers have been known to infiltrate societies and wreak havoc. And there's very little way to tell them apart.
Who did the writing of these readings? Yes? Was it the doppelgangers, or was it the people subjugating the doppelgangers?
I think it was survivors from the doppelgangers' atrocities. There's a story very famous about a king in the North Continent. A king that was not a king. It was a corrupt doppelganger. Anyways.
Well, I mean, I think it's a bit different. Someone like taking over a king, taking power, and someone who just wants to like live on a farm. Did they kill Miss Felgrin? Did they?
No, they were not the one to kill the person that they impersonate. There is another. It is not a doppelganger. but it is something that is inhabiting the flesh of Gwen.
It's a bit unpleasant.
I haven't seen her recently, but she has not been herself, to say the least. And she smells horrid. Sorry, are you gonna have that?
Oh, yeah, it was from Miss Felgrin, but I don't know if bookkeepers can have pineapple juice. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't unless that she's allergic to it, but I think she
I'm rather in shock,
Yeah,
please.
no, absolutely, here you go.
Okay, thank you.
Nezion, this one's yours. I don't know, mate, if you still want this. This one's your
Thank you,
yeah,
thank
you're
you.
welcome.
So I survey the room like with extreme gravitas, considering the situation, and you just hear.
All right, that was a great attempt.
Good try. I mean, I respect that you commit, but I think that's nothing. I think the thing that you just did is nothing.
Actually, at that moment, Nezion, trying to take a sip and breathe at the same time, pineapple just shoots back at your throat. So it's.
Right. You gotta drink it slow,
I give him a
mate.
huge pat on his back.
Yeah, there's some pulp in there sometimes, a little bit. You're gonna choke.
He spits up a whole pineapple. How did that get there?
This
But
is too much pulp. I like it with some pulp.
If there is a body, I would like to go see it.
Yeah, I'm thrilled with it. So.
We can show you where it is.
Oh God, we left Anthrel alone.
So you guys begin walking back on Thorell. You are sitting near the corpse. 5 minutes. 10 minutes. 15 minutes. 30 minutes.
Kind of looking at the sun and trying to see how much time is going by. Just like,
And then you hear a couple click clacks, like, and you look over at the bones because you think you heard something, and you see just a couple insects crawling out of the bones, and it just fell a little bit.
Oh. It's just the books. Oh, okay.
And then
Goes back to reading the book.
you hear something in the grass, little tiny footsteps.
Do I see what it is?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Interference. Same exact roll. 13.
Okay. 13. You look about. And then you see the grass moving near you. Bouncing forward. You see a little rabbit.
Oh. Well, hello there, little guy. You're so cute.
And it looks at you.
Man, I wish I had. It's like, am I like surrounded by grass or something? Can I like pull up some grass and try and feed it?
Sure. Make an
right.
animal handling. Nature.
And it begins to transform
Nature,
into a
okay.
hideous doppelganger.
I'm waiting for it.
And then its jaw expands.
Oh god. Oh, low rolls today. Crap. All right, so that's 10.
10. Okay. So you break some grass off, and it a little bit away from you. You're like, oh. But it's still there, grabbing its own thing.
I want to try again.
Okay, try again.
What's with less?
Use the hero point.
You know, since I got an idea, guys.
You
I
get
feel
one a
like I should
session.
use a hero point. I don't know where I heard it from.
Listen, man, it's the end of the fucking night. Just use a fucking hero point. Alright, just fucking.
That's even less. It wasn't a 1, but somehow I keep rolling lower and lower.
All right, so this time, instead of just sitting down and trying to hand the grass, you take a step. You lean forward and you try to go forward, and it still seems hesitant. Takes a hop away, and just out of a little bit of frustration, you kind of just you dash, like you kind of throw the grass at it, hoping it'll get it. And it's like you hear a little pew, and it hops away.
Bye, bunny.
Goodbye forever. I loved you.
Now I wait even longer.
7 days pass.
Thrill has never known a love again.
But as soon as the bunny makes his way through the grass and you lose sight of it, you start hearing footsteps through the mud, multiple ones.
Have they returned?
Yeah, and you look up and you see Daxorian, Vesta, Nezium, Aramaya.
And that's how I saved Christmas.
Aramaya,
Yeah.
followed.
Pulling up the rear, yeah, like
Okay.
well behind, but still there.
Aramaya follows several feet behind, and Okemi is spotted as well. All right, so.
So did you explain to it that, it's not moral or correct to assume another person's identity?
We did what we could. It seems that it is limited in its ability to create its own identity and
Hello,
requires
everyone.
another.
Ah, hello.
Hi, Umbrella. Have you been?
Oh, just taking in the nature. There was a bunny that passed by just a little
Ah, yes.
shortly
yes.
before you
How's the corpse?
It hasn't moved. It startled me once, but it was just the insects and whatnot.
And where is the corpse?
Right behind me. In this trunk.
Anthrel sits up from the trunk.
There's an ass print on the skull.
6'5" of me.
Just fucking sitting in the lap of the bones.
Just like...
But Ukemi cautiously makes his way forward,
I'm behind him.
and his chest sinks. He moves forward, and before he puts his hand in, he says that is her hair. I remember it. It's exquisitely beautiful. And he goes and he grabs the skull. Well, you were telling the truth. And he puts the skull back.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I mean, I didn't.
We can
No.
be sorry, or we can take action.
Yes, of course.
I am led to believe that this thing that may have killed Miss Felgrin and is inhabiting Gwen's flesh is scheduled to meet the doppelganger underneath the manor tomorrow night.
Hmm.
It is possible that we could follow her and spring trap.
I'm not a strategic mind for battle, so can't be of any use here.
Then you will not come.
But he's got magic.
Well, yes, of course.
But he is of no use to me if he thinks he cannot do this.
For Vidrian, I will do this.
For whatever, I do not care.
What if the manor isn't there tomorrow night?
This is beyond scope of our conversation.
No, this is...
Elaborate, please.
Spy, remember what I brought up? That people would be coming in a week's time, maybe. I don't
Yes.
think we have that time anymore. The only reason, and he looks at you, Nezion, says the only reason that we haven't burned that Forsaken thing down is because they left traps in many of the homes, and it cost many lives during the revolution. Some would plant bombs, alchemicals, anything to hurt us. When Svi went in a month ago, we discovered that the traps had been reloaded. And we couldn't send people who couldn't handle themselves in there. But all of you've done so much in just 24 hours. And I'd hate to throw more onto your shoulders, but if the threat is coming from within the manor, why not destroy its place to hide, or try, like you said, Svi, to catch it off guard or to trap it? It'll be ready tomorrow night for a guest, but it won't be ready tomorrow morning.
This is assuming that it lives in the manor.
Yes. That's where Gwen stays. She has a little hut, private, on her... It seems so foolish now. She still lives in a hut on the land near the manor. She doesn't live with others anymore.
It is useless to lay blame on yourself for not having seen it. This is not how we make progress.
If you were able to clear out the manor, and whatever threat is in there, we might be able to put this whole thing behind us. And then I don't know what to do about Miss Felgrin. Maybe she can help.
This is a good idea.
Yes.
It seems that we share a common enemy. This creature that killed Miss Felgrin is also threatening Doppelganger's life. So we may be able to forge alliance.
Yes.
If we can get
I think
the doppelganger to help us, Ukami, will you let them live in this town as Miss Felgrin, not tell anyone else? So I think they just want to live.
Make a diplomacy check.
Is there? Can I
Natural
like
20.
assist in this?
You got a natural
I
20?
got a natural fucking 20.
Alright.
Never mind.
Yes! Plus 6.
So Ukemi, hesitant, but he comes
Seven,
around to the
actually.
idea. If she or they help Akamma and the citizens, then they are a citizen. Right, Nezion?
absolutely.
And there's a knowing glare and intention behind his words to you, Nezion. And I'll hold true to Vidrian's dream, to our ideals.
And so Aramaya has been there the whole time?
Yeah, Aramaya's just chilling with you guys.
She's like, yeah, far
I turn to
behind.
her. Maya. You can hear me, yes?
She just stares at you. Her hand is like gripping the hilt of one of her rapiers.
Why are you here?
I'm a little concerned.
Why are you concerned?
You were speaking of an imposter in your midst. I don't
And
think
what-
there was just one.
Well,
Okay,
there's
maybe
two.
we'll
It's
talk
also
to
Gwen.
But what concern is this of to you? You arrived yesterday.
There's I have my own reasons, she says through gritted teeth.
We will see.
And she's
Yeah, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
All right, cut all this
No, really.
kindness
She has
bullshit.
something to say.
Daxorian, you're up, buddy.
Okay. I look at Jeremiah. I say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think we were properly introduced."
And on that, I need you to roll a recall knowledge.
On me?
Yep.
All right. What is that?
Intelligent society.
Intelligence. Okay. I got a nat 1.
All right.
Okay.
I'm just glad it didn't happen to me.
All right. So you go to, and you're looking at her, and her eyes stand out to you. You can't think exactly why, and then that's like the people from where your city is. Gosh, what are they called? Man, I don't know, but she has to be from like around where you're from, right? That's where they are, right? You're not quite sure.
She laughs a little and she says, "We haven't been introduced." Yeah, I guess you're right. Let me help with that. And she walks up to him, draws back, and tries to punch him dead in his face.
Roll to attack. Daxorian.
Aren't you at like 3 hit points?
I have 5, so
He
like,
has 5.
How nice.
Yeah, one for each knuckle, motherfucker.
13 plus 6, that's a 19.
Ooh, that's a god.
19. What's your
Yeah.
AC, Daxorian?
I guess she's proficient.
my AC 17, so that's a hit.
It's gonna hit. Yeah, it's a hit.
Oh, let's see. How much damage?
You have a hero point.
Oh, yeah, because that's definitely a 6.
Oh man.
1d4 plus 3.
In a quick moment, unbeknownst to all of you, who's, there's tension in the air, but there's tension towards the body and the situation. All of a sudden, you see Daxorian with a smile on his face say, "Hey, we haven't met each other yet." And you see, "You're right, we haven't, motherfucker!"
And then he dies. And then he fucking dies.
You see Daxorian, like in slow motion, the face go. And his body goes limp, but it doesn't just like, he doesn't fall like a noodle. He goes stiff, and he's like,
Oh god.
and he's stiff for.
He's got the
couple
fencing
se-
response.
Yeah, he's just. on the ground.
Oh, God.
His fingers curled and his wrists tightened.
That's
his
brain
whole
damage.
body is like gripping.
Oh, God.
Daxorian, you are dying too.
Oh my god.
Because that's
I
the second time you took a
immediately move.
hit.
To grapple Maya.
Roll in athletics.
Okay.
Okay.
I go to Dex's body and I use my last elixir of life potion. What did you do? All right, let's roll here. All right, you got 2 back, man.
Okay. I appreciate it.
And
Thank
you are
Yeah.
wounded 2 now.
So I got a 21 athletics.
All right, what's your
Oh,
fortitude?
damn.
What's your fortitude, Jeremiah?
Fort is 3.
All right, so 3 plus 10, 15. That is a success. Jeremiah, you are grabbed until the end of your next turn, or until the end of Spy's next turn, unless you move or try to target and escape. However,
Okay.
you have to. There's a couple moments that go by first.
Is Daxorian awake after he's been healed?
Yeah, the healing makes him come conscious.
Okay. So she starts screaming at him as Spy is holding her. She's like, "You motherfucker! How did you find me? Tell me how you found me."
Maya,
Ow.
you have about exactly 6 seconds to explain yourself. Because
Anthrel
that's-
is trembling behind Dexorian.
Me too.
So she, how would I try to get out the grapple?
You make an escape, which I'll double check that right now.
Okay.
Hey, Josh.
No, Gino, you can stay on.
No. No. Would I be able to cast daze?
Yes, you would be able to do that before Jeremiah is able to escape, if that's what you're trying to do.
Yeah. I just didn't want to, be a dick and interrupt. But I want to be a dick and interrupt.
She's just yelling. She's like, "You piece of shit! Like, how dare you show your face around here? How dare you?"
What are you talking about? Who are you?
You're still alive. We'll see how long that lasts.
All right.
Dexorian, I don't have any more potions for you. I don't know what else I could do.
All right. Daze.
Maya,
Day.
if you continue this course of action, you will be killed. Do you
Make a
this
will
is wise?
save,
You
Jeremiah.
can try. We'll
make,
see.
Yeah, make a will save.
Okay. Ooh, nice will. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, 19 plus 6, 25.
Fuck. So that's spell attack, ability
ACT,
modifier. Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, you
she's
pass.
unaffected.
Yeah.
She
I
has
was
that
like,
goodwill. That good.
Alright. So what is that? If the target,
It's nothing.
so if it doesn't do any damage if it's a will save.
Well, it just doesn't
do
happen.
anything, yeah.
Yeah, she said.
Oh, it doesn't have. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just standing there like.
He just glares at you witheringly.
You alright, mate?
She's like, really? Really? She feels it wash over her. She's like, really?
You gotta read the tension in the room, Nessie. No, that's not. It's not time for that.
Jeremiah, if you still want to, you can make an escape attempt.
Okay, what do I roll for that?
That is your
20.
athletics versus Spy, your athletics
Okay.
DC, which is your athletics modifier plus 10.
That is a 17.
Oh no. Oh,
You did it!
The natural
Good
20
job!
Mazel tov.
it hit 20. I'm like, it's interference. But it was a 20. It's so perfect.
What did you hit? A fucking spittoon?
My water bottle. I have a metal water bottle. Stop it. Damn, that's only a 7.
All right, so Jeremiah, you struggle, but Spy tightens his grip, and you're unable to move.
She's just
Pause
like
with you.
huffing, and she's like, maybe you should just kill me, because if I get loose, I'm coming after you.
I don't think anyone needs to kill each other. Let's just try to like calm down a little bit and breathe, and we can discuss things. What's going on here?
I don't know.
I want to try again. I'm gonna keep trying to get loose. She's just struggling. She's like not gonna come down.
Is there some way that I can like increase the grapple to like a pin? Is there rules for that?
Oh,
I don't think so.
she is not a wrestler.
Yeah, you need to have the armbar ability.
You can use trip to make her prone.
But there's no way to like pin so that I can like tie up or whatever.
Holding her prone would be the best.
Okay, that's what I'll do then.
All right, make a check, which is athletics.
Okay, how do I do that? Athletics?
Yep.
23.
Yeah, that's you. You're gonna trip her.
Okay. So now she's prone, and I am taking her arm behind her back
Hold on.
and keeping her there. Yeah.
Talani, what is your reflex DC? It's your reflex plus 10.
Let me see. 16.
And what did you roll, Spy?
23.
20.
Okay. All right. So you don't take damage, but he does just take out your legs and help you go prone. And then at this point, Ukemi assists in restraining you. Just jump forward.
Welcome to Akamma.
Maya, please. You're outnumbered.
Please don't hurt her. It's okay.
You have done enough damage.
Daxorian, she killed you. What do you mean it's okay?
Listen, please don't hurt her.
We're not trying to. But you, for her best interest and yours, should probably sit in the corner for now.
It's all right. I have somewhere else I have to be. I'll just excuse myself. And Jeremiah, whatever I have done to offend you or
Don't talk
bug you,
to me.
Just
Don't let him get away. What are you doing? He's a murderer. He's a murdering piece of shit.
Make a diplomacy check.
What?
Do you have evidence? You are murderer. He is murderer. We can accuse each other all day.
Are there any other murderers that I don't know about?
21.
Meow.
21. Ukemi's not sure what to do. He looks at Daxorian. Is it true? Are you a murderer?
Maybe in another life,
What was that?
but
You
not
don't
now.
make a convincing argument, my friend.
Explain yourself.
Daxorian.
Are you murderer or not?
Zwei.
In another life, what does this mean?
I'll talk to him. I think the stocks just went up. I'm sorry. I should have ignored it. I'm sorry. That was my fault.
I'm gonna stop idly rolling now.
I'm just really excited for the S&P 500, you guys. It's sponsored to you by Robinhood.
Sweating. No.
Somebody please sponsor us.
Our first sponsor will have Gino doing their commercials.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna take Daxorian aside and I'm gonna try and reason with him. Daxorian, how long have we been traveling together?
very long.
But we've been journeying together for the better half of, what, 3 weeks now?
Yes.
Well, listen to me. There's something I can tell you in confidence. If I knew you were going to kill me at any point, I probably wouldn't have kept you along. So, I'm not saying my intuition is perfect, but I think there's something else here that's beneath.
I don't know if I can make it to the end, guys.
Give me a minute.
While Gino recovers himself, at the same time that Gino is talking to Daxori and Eremaya, you have kind of your time to talk to the rest of the group. If you want to.
I'm sorry, what?
I was saying Eremaya has the chance to talk to the rest of the group. This is becoming an influence encounter very quickly.
Yeah.
She's still struggling. Now she's on the floor. I guess let's try one more time to get loose. Let's see. I was trying to see if I had anything, but I don't think I do. Oh my god, nat 20 again. Ha ha ha. Without interference hitting that damn thing. So, did she get this now?
Would have been great.
Okay, so you are able to kick off Ukemi from your legs, but you need to make another check for Spy.
Oh
Donkey Kong noises.
Like you just kicked Ukemi in the face and he just went, oh!
It's just a regular D20 roll? Oh no, it's plus.
It's versus their athletics DC. It's your.
Oh, athletics. Okay, that is 21.
Yep. My DC is 17.
Okay. So you are able to escape, but you are still prone underneath Spy.
So she starts yelling at Spy. She's like, "Get off of me!" And she's like trying to wiggle her way out from under him. And she's like, "You don't understand. You don't know that man. You don't know what he's capable of. And you don't know what he's done to me."
I do not know you at all. I know he has supported me in battle several times.
Yeah.
You have been drunk.
Maybe you should watch your back. Because we used to fight together a lot too.
Daxorian. What I'm trying to tell you is, I trust you, but I cannot help you if there's anything you're not telling me. Please, make this easier for all of us.
I wasn't always a good person. The type of man I was, I can't even speak of. But the man you see today is not the man I once was. I want to do what is right. I'm not here to kill. I'm not here to destroy. I'm here to help people. And I'm also here to right all the wrongs I've done in this world. That's really the best answer I can give you right now.
What
So
did
are you
do?
murderer or
Not
not?
there, Spy.
What's
It's Spy and or it's
It's,
Daxorian and Nezion.
that? Oh, they
They
went
like
separate.
stepped off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daxorian. What did you do to her?
I don't know. I swear to Saren Ray. I swear on my life. I don't know. I swear to you, I don't know.
When I met you, you were thrown off of a boat. And I had to canoe, which is something I've never done before in my life, out to shore and save you. From that moment, I knew I could trust you from the look in your eyes. Now, how the hell did you get thrown off of that boat?
I was thrown off.
Go on.
Well, the people who were on the boat, they didn't particularly like my talk about Saren Ray.
Oh, okay. So you proselytized to them and they... Well, to be honest, that's fair. However, what's all this about you not knowing what you've done? Is this a literal thing, or...
I...
Stay there. And I return to the group, and I kind of, like, position myself between Dexorian and Eremiah just in case.
Okay. I'd say Dexorian
'Cause I-
30
Bye.
feet away, so that way you guys got to have a private conversation. Maybe 40.
Yeah, I'm like 20 feet away, just in case I can
Okay.
attempt. That's the end of my
That's
turn.
all you're doing? Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought I
So yeah, she's still struggling and growling, and I would have to make another save to get up, or
Well, it would come back to Svi before you can make another
oh
save.
right, yeah.
Okay. In that case, I will reposition myself to be between her and wherever Daxorian walked off to.
Okay, so you're getting up and you're just taking a
So you're standing in front of me.
Yeah, I'm unsheathing my sword,
So I'm gonna to the left.
and I'm going to say, "You may continue this train of action if you want to be slain where you stand."
Okay, all right. Better yet, I'm going to position myself in front of Zvi's big blade, and I'm going to I'm gonna attempt to try and. But go ahead.
Oh, what?
Oh, no,
okay, so you're between me and Svi now?
Yes. I leapfrogged it.
Oh god. Okay. So she
I don't
sees.
want to do this. Please.
Everyone calm down.
Yes.
And he's holding
Her hands are on her rapiers and her daggers, but she her eyes flicked towards who spoke, and then back to Spy. But she doesn't unsheathe.
Ukemi walks up holding his nose, bleeding. Now I have no idea what has happened in the past between any of you or what any of you have done. But there are murders happening in this town. There are attacks happening, and there is torture happening. So put aside your petty differences and help, and then you can do whatever you want. But do not
I pull out my
Do not let
my
more people
handkerchief.
They
Are you actually bleeding from the nose?
Me? No.
Oh, okay. For a second there,
No, he's
you're-
doing an act. You know, thing that was trained
Fucking
to do.
acting.
Yeah, no, I thought your soul patch was like an actual like stream
Hey,
of blood.
man,
I'm sorry.
alright, this is supposed to be an escape.
She's like, glaring at Zrai, but she does remove her hands from the hilts of her blades. And she points to Dax, and she says, "You keep him away from me. If you don't, I don't care what you think you're going to do. I will kill him."
Well, Daxorian, you heard the lady. And I put my sword away.
I will keep my distance. And I think it'd be best if I leave the group for now and return at a later time.
Oh yes, you have a date, don't you?
What's a date?
She laughs at this.
Are you sure you're up for it? You're still pretty hurt.
What's a date?
Find some other unsuspecting woman to trap in your lies. Yeah, that's your MO.
What are you talking about? What's a date?
Daxorian, it's a thing you do romantically with someone you're interested in. That's not the point. Okay.
No, it's not like that. This woman just wants to have a meeting with me as a thank you for helping her. That's all. Nothing romantic going on.
Okay.
I'm going to go now.
I think you should tend to your injuries.
Yeah, before you go, and Ukami speaks up again. Can I count on all of you to help destroy that wretched manor?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in. I think we all think that that's got to be really high on our list of things to do.
I glare at Iramai.
Ukami looks at Aramaya. Aramaya. I said
Aramaya.
Aramaya. That was fuck you, Gino.
Yeah, that was Dino's fault this time.
But Ukami
Sorry,
looks at
my
Aramaya
brain's
as well, and he says, "There's gold in it. There's a reward for emptying that house."
She looks at him and she's like, looks at the rest of the group. She's like, "Fine. I suppose I could use something to stick my weapons into."
So tomorrow morning, an hour after sunset, we'll meet outside the manor.
Sunrise or sunrise?
Sunrise? Sunrise.
Sunrise. I'm sorry, I think I have a fucking concussion.
Oh.
Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to go. What you choose to do with Miss Felgrin, I suppose I'll find out tomorrow.
Can I get that cut back? Cheers, mate. Thanks.
He looks at Neziam next with the handkerchief. I'll clean this first. Till dawn. And he walks off.
You can keep it. 'Cause
Sunrise.
what the fuck?
Right, sunrise tomorrow.
I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, have fun. Be safe.
And I leave.
Alright, Daxarian walks away.
She watches you go, her hands clenching into fists.
But you make it away safely. And the rest of you are standing there with the corpse. It's about mid-afternoon. The rest of the day is yours, as is everyone else except Daxorian. This is where we are going to end this session. We will do downtime tomorrow. Just if so. With this, you guys are going to be level 2 starting next session. Congratulations.
Ding! Wait.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah. There it is.
That's so funny. Oh my god, that's a perfect sound effect. You guys will be level 2. We will start off next section. Next session. We can either pick up here or we can pick up at Daxorian's State, given that it'll be sunset, which will pass for a couple hours. We'll be in communication about that over the next week. For anyone listening, thank you so much for joining us for episode 3 of our Enter the Expanse campaign. We don't have a name yet, but it's coming up next 2 sessions. You guys are going to have to pick it.
Oh boy.
Otherwise, it's just going to be Enter the Expanse. Next Sunday, we are having our D&D session, which has been going very, very well, thanks to the great DM Mike, and, of course, Gino, Kayla, Robbie, and Andres and Dan and myself. It is another fun, just looser version of this campaign. Not really a version of this campaign at all, actually. It's D&D in the module. But join us next Sunday for that. It is going extremely well with some very fun characters. And thank you so much for making it to the end of this episode. And join us.
Thanks for being at the final dress.
Not next Sunday, but the Sunday afterwards for episode 4 of Enter the Expanse.
Experience the excitement of an enticing tale woven by heroic squad. Adventures and endeavors await you inside.